Why, hello there. I am the Ronin Pawn, and welcome to a twitch.tv/Ronin Pawn livestream on twitch.tv. Who's being married? Is it you? Are you having a wedding today? I'd love to celebrate with you by investigating some murders on an ancient ship that's just been found again. Welcome to a Return of the Obra Dinn live stream. Now, I am actually glad that somebody else said it first because, honestly, I always thought Miss Winfrey was somewhat loud, but I didn't want to be the one to... I'm gonna be working on as many bad puns as possible for this Obra, see, because Miss Winfrey, see, Obra Winfrey, and then a Dinn. You want to just Google define colon Dinn, and then you'll see that it's a loud sound. So Miss Winfrey being loud. See, I did. Hello, Noah Craw. We have a very big problem. This is Noah. Do we though? Nobit is dead. The first murder mystery is our bot, our chat bot. Hang on, let me just chat. There we go. Come on over. There you go. Our chat bot is dead. Someone has murdered him on the deck of the Obra Dinn, and we have to go and find out. Apparently, we have exceeded the file size limitations of our file server. I really assume, without looking back at the policy, that there is no, like, file size limitation, and it doesn't appear as though we're over-consuming it or anything, and yet the error message seems to be, you've run out of space. The other thing that's been happening with our file server is that they've been blocking me. Just found this out. They've been blocking my communication with the file server, okay, for the reason that it looked like our activity wasn't that of a human, and it looked like it was that of a bot. Now, I rented this server specifically because they support Node.js, where you can run applications which then communicate with other pieces of applications that are... So, my web server is blocking me for using it in the way that they sold it to me. So, I have my suspects as to who murdered Nobit. Do we have a problem, Houston? Oh, shit, I don't know. Does that even work in it? Maybe if I did...
We have a problem. It's me, it's not Pawn saying it, it's me saying we have a problem.
Does that still work at all? I had to, hang on. Just blow the dust off of that piece of track there. Time to declare war on the internet as a whole. That's right, between IP Echelon and Akamai and whoever the fuck it is that's our web host, I don't even know. I paid him for a year, so why wouldn't we have problems? The bot crashed what was saving to the user file. The file only got written to a certain point, so the file that we used to store all user stuff is corrupted. It's corrupted again! Get ready to lose all your pawn points and ready to earn more by watching me play Return of the Return of the Obra Dinn. Shut up, nobody's getting married around here. For Christ's sake, there's been a death in the family. Return of the Obra Dinn. Finally came back. We'll be, you know, this is gonna be a live stream of sea shanties and... Oh, Jesus, I didn't know there was music. Did I? Did I know that there was music? Is the volume okay for you? Is it too much? We can go over to the old audio volume. I've got it just above middle. We could go comfortably loud, or we could go just below. We could go quite quiet. Let's try in the middle. How's that feel? Maybe just below middle? Is that good for you? You guys let me know, because you get 5 less decibels than I get over here. So. Ronin Pawn, if we pretend that we just plan a reset every few months, it's like Ronin Pawn competitive seasons. Yeah! And you have to pay me money to support me on Patreon at patreon.com/Ronin Pawn if you want your points to carry over. We're gonna institute that policy after today, since everything has just gone to fuck. Here's my concern about setting it too low, is there's gonna be, like, voices and things in this. I've seen playthroughs by, you know, well, I saw the first, like, 12 minutes of NerdCube's thing and said, yes, Daniel, I am quite interested in this game. I think I'll take your advice and stop watching now. And then, lo and behold, thank you very fucking much to Mr. Lucas Pope. He's right back there. Thank you very much. he sent me a code. I requested on Keymailer the other day when I saw Nerd Cube's video. I said, I'll request this. It's probably gonna be a big title. I don't usually get responses from big titles. Lucas Pope clicks in the thing, he sends me the deal, he says, have fun. And let me tell you something, that's classy. That is classy. Luke, can I call you Luke? I feel like we're on such a, you know, familial level now. How's your sister, by the way? Is she good? She's just sexy as hell, but I know you don't want me to talk about that anymore. Classy. Classy, Mr. Pope. Usually the responses that I get from people when I'm talking to them over Keymail are all like, thank you for your interest in our game. Please be sure to mention our and use the hashtag go fuck yourself. And it's just like, it's so nice. It's so nice, isn't it? To receive just a human response of, hey, would you mind? I'd like to play your game on my live streams and whatnot. Have fun. Boom. Throws it out and moves on with his life. Hey, you're a human being. Holy shit. I rarely ever meet those these days. It's way too high. Please lower the volume. It's still annoyingly loud. Is it annoyingly loud? Right, audio volume. People are gonna be talking. I'm just below middle is what we're going on there then. And we'll begin. See, no fates have been solved. I haven't done a damn thing in here. It's a blind playthrough by the Ronin Pawn of Return of the Obra. We could change the color, by the way. This is... Ooh! The good ship Obra Dinn lost at sea 1803. It's the good ship Obra Dinn. What a great ship to be slaughtered in. It's the good ship Obra Dinn. Do I have to do something in the game? You're not... You just sort of sitting there. Should I click again? Do I... Did we corrupt the memory space on the game too? Ah, shit. What do I do? Where's my mouse? It's locked to the window. Okay. It wanted me to see. Attention, Chief Inspector, Insurance and Claims, London Office. The Obra Dinn has returned. Dispatch to Foulmouth immediately. Or fuck yourself. Okay. The Honorable East India Company. Excellent. Okay, I'm clicking 3, 4, 5 times 6. 7, I think it's just on a timer. It just enter. Foulmouth, England.
Company man woke me up.
Yeah, shite cunt.
Said you'd need ferry to the Obra Dinn.
But I told him you could go fuck yourself.
Not many eager for that job.
Shove it up the old snatch and twist it off. That's what I told him.
If you ask.
I didn't.
I'm a lady.
What's in the box?
I don't know. Hoist it up in a few minutes.
Hey.
Hoist it up in a few minutes.
Ow.
Honey, we just met.
Carefully.
We get off my fucking cables. Carefully. I hope this isn't plot or anything, because clearly I'm paying attention. Oh, hey! Look, there's sex. I'm a lady. I'm a lady in this game. You know? You guys are always asking for it. Okay. Alrighty then. Let's play this live stream. What? Okay, but maybe I'll change that later. Oh, wow, I like the way that the green screen kind of fucks with it when it's all frizzed out like that. Look like a Sesame Street Muppet or a brand new mascot for a hockey team that was just really not thought out very well. Have you seen the guy with the Google eyes? Jesus Christ, fucking... I've seen him before. In my fucking nightmares when I was a child. He was the thing that lived under my bed, and now he's the mascot of a major... NHL. You, honey, maybe after the first live stream break, we'll come back to you. Look at her. Look at how pretty she is, huh? Just far prettier than that horrible, horrible thing, whatever it is. It's like Cookie Monster, you know, drank way too much Mountain Dew, then did some mescaline, and then, like, laid in the street for a while, and then decided to, you know, go ice skating. And apparently from how he skates, too, for a mascot on the ice, it's about the story. He's definitely intoxicated on something. Note to self, build auto backups into Nobit 2.0. So that's a thought. That's a thought. Restart or use 3-month-old backup, says Noah Craw. Oh, well, you know, keep the 3-month-old backup on hand, but for today, fuck it. Just wipe everybody out. I had 7,400 and some pawn points. I'm at most of the live streams. I make a point of it. Oh, hello. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay, no. Okay, thank you, though. Thank you, though. I, invert vertical look, yeah, no. Not for me, thanks. Oh, okay, that feels a little bit better. See, the thing is, with me, I used to do the invert vertical look deal, because I actually learned how to use a mouse, upside down, because, you know, I'd never seen one before. Didn't know anybody who had one, so I just thought it was supposed to be used with the buttons right there at the tip. Now I've got a vertical mouse, and I had to retrain my hand anyway, so now up is up and down is down. So you're gonna look after my, well, my delicates, while I go up on the Obra Dinn. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. What a visual style, eh? 2 colors? All 2 colors. Now with 2 colors, everyone. What do we do? Do I just walk toward it? Oh, no, you hold the button down. Oh, no, you just click once, and then it takes over. Oh, it's lovely, though, isn't it? I wonder how the live stream is going to handle this, because it's very, you know, with the graininess and whatnot. We are encoding it at a pretty decent, well, fast, I think, on the encoder, so that ain't bad. But with graininess and blotchiness and whatnot, sometimes the encoding will just fuzz out and stuff. You guys let me know, or don't, and make me feel good. Oh no, my 1 million points is parallel. Don't worry, we'll get them back to you. I'm sure you're not exaggerating, yeah, to any degree. Apparently it's initially random if you're a guy or a girl, and changes if you restart. Really? File CS, or Felix, hola, oye, como va mi ritmo, te lo Pablo sa, ya. That's definitely not how to say that. I keep doing it. Let's just have a little walk around the ship, see where we live. So that seems to have seen better days. Although they have duct taped it back together, well enough. So, I didn't know my father was part of this crew, but it's his go-to solution. Oh, this is nice. Wow, I didn't realize that, you know, sunroofs were invented by ye olde ships, because clearly that's a sunroof into the cabin, you know, under here. I presume the captain's quarters, because the captain would want, you know, the penthouse suite, and on a ship...
It's
What?
too heavy!
Yeah? Are you gonna curse me out? With your... foul-mouthed Londonness? What do you mean it's too heavy? Huh? What do you want from me with it being too heavy? You're an old
Too
man.
heavy. Take it yourself or open it here.
Wait a second. Is that the same box? You've switched boxes! I know this game. I've played the street corner where he does the cups and stuff, and then... Oh, no, don't touch it! Don't touch it! Anything but that! Being pulled in. Nobody do any commands for a minute, okay? Until I tell you you can. Very professional we are here. So, I had a book in my magic suitcase that was too heavy for the old man to lift up. No, you hit... No, you're the D. No, you're a D. Alright, so I hit the D. Return of the Obra Dinn, a catalog of adventure and tragedy, circa 1807. I trust that you now find yourself aboard the Obra Dinn. I expected this day to come, and my every intention was to tell the ship's strange tale within the pages of this book. Regrettably, failing health has allowed me to produce only the basic outline that follows. Your presence on the Obra Dinn is critical. I leave the discovery of its fate and the completion of this book in your capable hands. I may have added the word capable. You can take it back out after you see some of this gameplay. The next few pages will seem bewildering at first. All will make sense in time. I want you to take the 3 dried grams of psilocybin mushrooms that I've taped under your chair. Use the pocket watch to determine the identity and fate of everyone aboard. Complete each chapter accurately and return the book by guaranteed post to the French Office Affairs in Morocco. Try not to be pickpocketed. Little bastards. Street urchin. The bargain chapter will remain unknown to you. I possess the details within, but have elected to keep them private for now. Bargain? Henry Evans. Yesterday. Okay. Bargain? You mean like a devil's bargain? Like a angel's cut? No, the devil's cut and the angel's piss. What is it that you do in whiskey? Oh, so we've got contents. The journey, the ship, the crew, life at sea, glossary, and the... Well, let's go to the glossary. Well, how do I do that? Do I... it's these... Do I have a mouse in... Oh, I do have a mouse in this. Okay, let's have a look at the glossary. Okay, so there's captain, mate, bosun, gunner, purser, surgeon, carpenter. So this is a list of all the different sorts of... Well, these would be the jobs on the ship, wouldn't it? And then There's, Satan. Apparently. Open, close the book with tab. Q is the table of contents. Back to Q, then. So we got chapters. We've got, ooh, a map of Europe. This is... Come on, everybody knows that, you know, USA is #1. I hear them chant it all the time. Oh, so, ooh, we did! We went round Cape Horn. Have another drink, boys, or have one with me. We're back home from the sea, yes, we're back on the shore. And if you get too drunk, boys, in his company, you're around Cape Horn, not mo. So, did we leave from Europe, and then go past the Canary Islands? We took a hard left at Cape Verde, and then straight down to the old Cape Horon. Why didn't we just turn left through there and barge our way? I don't understand. Where were we going, and why did we feel the need to go to the Antarctic in order to get it done? Okay, how do I back out? Right-click. And then the deck plans for the ship. So in case you're unfamiliar, the plot of the game has already introduced itself. If you've not been paying attention, it's, you know, the Obra Dinn has returned. It's rolled up. We've found it again, but everyone's dead. So... here's a map of the ship so that you can figure out where the bosun and the bosun-yet? The bosun gets his own whore? The bosunette? Bosun-yet? I mean, I assume that's like a fluffer in the industry. Second mate and the fourth mate. Where the fuck's the third? Oh, it's right down here. Okay. Why does the third mate get... look at this. The fourth mate gets to be right next to the second mate. Ah, but the third mate gets to be next to the first mate. I see what's going on. Just like the bosun has a bosunette. Second mate gets fourth mate, you know what I'm talking about? First mate gets third mate. And the midshipmen and the stewards, there was a lot of sex on this gun deck, anyway. That's why they called it the gun deck, you know what I mean? Because and then there's a barrel, and that's like a penis. Purser's office, pastor's port walk, gunner's store, these and more, all aboard your friendly Obra Dinn. And in the cargo hold, passenger cargo, bosun's store. They operated commerce on the it's where he kept things. And the captain's cargo and the lazarette. Fuck are these terms? I'm not a seafaring man. A complete manifest of crew and their different roles and things. Okay, top man. When there's 12 of them, I have to disagree. Seamen, though, there's lots of seamen on this ship. Oh, and pictures of all. Oh, when you scroll over one, you see their faces. Oh goodness. Oh, goodness me, what's this? The Formosan royalty. So, some passengers we had, and some of them seem to have been royalty. And there's a dead guy being hung. Justice at sea. Whoa. Okay, so you string him up. Jesus Christ. Talk about capital punishment. String him up, put a bag over his head, spin him around, and blast him in the asshole. And then I presume you kick him overboard into the sharks after his asshole's bleeding? Jesus, fuck. Thank God for jurisprudence. And thank God that in America it's all but dead. So there's all them people there. Oh, that looks like the royalty, doesn't it? I mean, he's got kind of a oriental face, doesn't he? I can say oriental because I also know the term occidental, and that makes it okay. See? See, he's got that. Okay, maybe they're not Oriental. They look Oriental, don't they? They've all got that little. Well, one of them had. They're definitely. And then there he is, dressed differently. You see that, don't you? I've already solved the mystery. It was the Chinaman. The Chinaman did it. And then there's a whole bunch of and we have to on the cargo deck. We need to like fill this in by discovering the story, the tale that went down here. How do I leave the thing? Tab? Tab to put the book away. Yo, is the overlay up? I'm stupid. Let me try refreshing it. Hang on. We need to remember death first. Can we have a moment of silence? We never get those seconds back, for death is always coming for us. Alright, give me just a second. I gotta tab out. No. Let go of me, game. Game, let go of me. Okay, if I pause, can I... What about, I just need to get just the mouse out of the window for just a second. Mage Road Exit with cheering 5. Hey, Discord just announced you're streaming. Good job, Twitch integration, on the ball there. It's no, but we're having problems with him, and I need to get out of the fucking window if I'm gonna be able to control anything. Come on, hand. If I do that, huh? Then if I now I got the start button, and now I can get the fucking. It's just like playing on an old computer. There's no second screen. Okay. What? Quit title. Will you let me go? No. All right. We just have to shut down the game every time I need to move the mouse over. It's fine. They've thought of everything. So if we want the overlay to work, potentially, then I need to refresh the cache of the page. Did it open? The SSE is connected. Nobut is back online, and you will be generating points in a couple of hours here. Don't worry about it. So, who wants to play Sudoku? I can get my mouse out of the window when I want to. That's going to be an issue for us, the way that we play this. It's fine. We're 11 minutes in. I haven't done a goddamn thing. We're only 11 minutes? Jesus, it felt like we've been here for hours. Let's all have a moment and remember death. Alright, so now I've got a watch. And I know from watching Daniel Hardcastle's content that the watch allows me to see what happened at the time of death. Hence the whole being obsessed with death thing. So let's see how this cordage died. No? Let's head in a different... What is this? Can I crouch, by the way? No crouch button, okay. Yeah, so there's a broken piece of that bar there. Was there an animal kept? I hope it was an animal and not a person, although I know now that you do string people up and shoot them in the asshole, so I suppose that would be just a holiday in terms of the kind of penalties that you hand out. Oh, look, here's the hole where you pee into, and it filters it, and then you can drink it later, because, I mean, if you're at sea, it's all salt water. What are you going to do? Ice cream. Compression seems to absolutely love this. Are you saying that it's bad, or are you saying it's good? Are you being facetious? Look up facetious. I think it starts PHQL, and then you can figure it out from there. Google will fill in the rest of it. I can't jump. God damn it. I wanted to platform today. I don't see anything to see except for this this tube they borrowed from the set of the Teletubbies. In a moment, it's gonna... Time for Tellies to go the fuck away. Time for Tellies to be cancelled. Oh, thank God! I loved the Teletubbies. I used to get so high and I didn't. Can I spin this at all? No? Alright, your mizzen will just have to stay masted or whatever. So over here, I did notice some flies. Some flies hovering about the old corpse here. The stream has been live for 23 minutes. Oh, wow. You've had this thing running for a while. It's fine, it didn't crash. Oh, good. Good, if it's been up all the time, and I'm sure that those points are all still there. Everybody check your points and see how many you've got. I see the 14th gun has 11. Jeez. Oh my God, it's a dead guy. It does seem to be a dead guy. It's bigger on the inside. That's what he said.
Captain, open the door! Kick it in. Lest we break it down and take more than those shells.
Well, you're gonna take the door hinges?
Bastards may take exactly what I give you.
I'm naked! Now take it! No? Okay, something else is going on here. It's not... Oh, he might be naked, though. Look, from where I'm standing right now, that is a nude man without a penis. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That is definitely... He's naked, and he's just an angel. Oh, this fella doesn't look so good. So, oh, yeah. So, the whole thing of this game is to figure out, you know, how the people died and why they died and what all happened. Oh, hello, Captain. Oh, you've put on pantalones. Is to figure out how they died and why they died and what all happened. Oh my God. Look at that nip. It's a glass cutter over here. So I think I can put this one together. This is clearly poison. Ricin, okay? This guy, look at him. Alright, yeah. The blood spurting from the back of him and all that kind of stuff. That's trying to pull your eyes away from, like, the expression on his face. Look closely. That is a man who is in the throes of ricin poisoning. I know, I've seen Breaking Bad. So we'll just mark that one down as a death to ricin. Absolutely. Oh, hello. Are you gonna do all this on your own? Hands off. You do? We're working from the end? Is this, Memento? I can't believe I remembered that reference. So, at the end, we were... where were we? And there was a gun involved? Ah. Outside the captain's quarters. Captain! And then, so they yelled things. Who is this? How did they die? Ricin poisoning. It was on the tip of the bullet. Did you see him? He was coughing very hard. Who is this and how did... This unknown soul met an unknown fate. Well, the man shouted at him and he said, Captain, didn't he? This person's face appears blurred throughout the book. Does it? This blurring indicates that you don't have sufficient information to determine their identity. Their fate may be known, and can be entered now. I'm allowed to know it? Trying to name them while their face is blurred would be unproductive. But clearly I carry on and pay attention. I know. He called him the captain. Faces will become unblurred when the information necessary to identify them has been revealed in some way. So that's a good indication of, you can solve this now, idiot, and I'm gonna need those. I'm definitely gonna need those. So, wait, let me just back off. Are you not the captain? Outside the captain? Who's captain? What's this? Okay, so that's a log of, you know, what happened and the text that came through as you were being just horribly, horribly poisoned with all that lead and that ricin imbued with lead. We can review the location of the corpse, which was right there, just outside the captain's quarters. He was shouting at a man who he was calling captain, but I don't know who's gonna be, you know, the guy. So we've got you, and we've got you. Oh, you look captain-y. Okay, so that guy is not the guy. This is the captain, because he's not blurred out anymore. Is that, oh, wow. You had Zen monks on your ship? Interesting. Oh, and here's the third man in the background who was still a bit alive there. Good that they drew him with all of 7 pixels. That'll be easy to discover. What about you? Oh, you're the fellow who murders people in the asshole, huh? Is that what you like to do on the weekends? Well, you're already dead, so I don't know what I can really do to you. If I go another page, no? 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 Okay. Then I don't know who I know how they died. It was poison. Where's poison? Poisoned! He was poisoned with ricin. He was poisoned while he was being shot by... No, it was more of a rifle. No, it was a gun, wasn't it? It was a flintlock. Where's flintlock? So this unknown soul was shot with a gun by an unknown attacker. No, the attacker was known. He was the captain of England. Is that what you guys called your leader over there? Captain, my captain. By Captain Robert Whittrell. Alright, but we don't know who the fuck that dude is. Okay, I've beat the game now. Time to just what? How do I, tab to get out of it. Alright, so that's basically the mechanics of the game. Go have fun with it, everybody. Oh. Still like this view. If I stand over here, maybe it's not so much that he doesn't have a penis as he sort of tucked it back. You know, it's just, you can see the pubic hair too, you know. He shaves, clearly. He keeps it trimmed down there. But, you know, he doesn't go crazy. He's not like, he's letting it, you know, all natural, but just manicured kind of a thing, and he's tucked it back, and I love, and he's, you know, standing very proudly too, considering that his dick is sort of wedged between the lower buttocks right now. He's very prideful. You can tell that from, so again, it was definitely, look at all the rice and just the shards flying out of that, and then over here, nothing of interest whatsoever, and then behind you, a place that I can't go. Hi, Captain. How you doing, Cap? And if we just follow this over here, then we'll see there's you being shot, this guy going, oh my god, who knew that the captain of the ship would be armed? Oh, how could I have possibly foreseen this as an event? And maybe we should have brought more than, oh, you were trying to come at him with an axe, were you? Is there anything else to be seen? Oh, hello. Hello, Mr. No, you're wearing pants. Damn it, I'm not that interested. Can I see right through you there? Or is that your actual body? I think I can see right through. I don't know. Oh, I can climb right over the top of you and see that you've got a knife. You've got a knife, haven't you? And you're going to kill... the Teletubbies thing is actually on the other end of the ship. So, if you're going to try and murder someone, then... that's what I'd be going for. Ah, I see. You're coming up here to slash the ballast, and then the ship will tip over or something. Yes? I think I've got it now. So there's 3 men in this memory anyway, outside of the captain and 3. Wow. Look at the Look at the trail of just the... It's really interesting to see things represented like this. It's actually quite a lot prettier than you usually get in full 3D rendering. At least to my eyes. You know, people make things like shiny and it's, oh wow, look at all the colors and everything. And the door is opened now. The door to the captain's quarters has now opened. I don't believe it was opened when we first arrived. This is going to be... See, I wanted to play this game very much because it seems as though it's going to be in the way of Myst, isn't it? Which is, well, having recently replayed the first one, the second one, the third one, started the fourth one, and nobody wanted to watch it, and I wasn't that excited to play it. Never got through the fourth one. And there's a fifth one yet after that. Really, it was all about Riven for me, you know? And Riven was so good because it was all about observing, like, the world that you were in. You didn't really interact with other people. It was all about paying very close attention to the world and tracing the pipes and trying to understand things that were definitely not explained explicitly. And this seems like the closest thing that I'm going to see to Riven in the next ever. Probably. A murder mystery. All we need is Columbo now. And then, okay, so in here, we have yet another... Oh, we've got multiple corpsi. Just lots of them. And the state of the room does seem to be in the same state as it was in the memory, which makes me wonder, I mean, also we're filling in the end of the book, so it would seem that this was probably the last thing that happened on the ship before everyone was dead. Not really like Myst, but it's a great game anyway, so good choice. Well, it's got that, you know, it's about observation. It's the puzzle is paying attention. Ice Cream. I wanted to watch it, says Rookie84. Well, we might come back to it. This game is definitely right up your alley. Thank you. Well, I thank, what's his face? Lucas? For,
Where are they?
not giving me the ability to get my mouse out of the window.
They're at the bottom of the sea. That's a lie.
Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. So, this is interesting. I mean, that conversation is interesting because out here, Captain had just, like, shot a dude. And then, we have to then assume that this fella, okay, who was the guy standing next to him going, oh my god, he has a gun. So, Captain shot a dude. He really only had the one bullet, right, in the old flintlock chamber there. So then, we have to assume that this guy got the upper hand on the captain, had him, like, pressed down or held somewhere or something, you know, and said, you know, where are the things? And what are the things is the next question. They're at the bottom of the sea. I threw them overboard. You'll never find them, you shite son of a bitch. Wait, no, I was talking to my viewers. I didn't even have a chance to look at, the gun was over there. So yeah, what are the objects that they were fighting about? Who is this and how did they die? It also happened inside the captain's quarters. It was part 2. Who is this and how did they die? Well, it seemed to be a bit of a knife, although I was talking and you just interrupted me. A knifing? Is it a stabbing, would you call it? Or he was knifed, wasn't he? And he was knifed by the captain. Bob Witty, we used to call him. Oh god, he had the best stories. Such a witty character, that. This unknown soul, you still are unknown. Oh, and are you the bastard? Because in this picture he's kneeling. Are you the bastard then who shoots people in the rectum? You are. So that's the bastard who likes to shoot people in the asshole while they're being hanged. Cool. What are they? The location of the corpse? Where are they? What did you say? You said, where are they? Must be in here someplace. They're at the bottom of the sea. That's a lie. So he threw it overboard. Can I D it? And then there's nothing on that. Alright, then back to the one where you don't time me. Run upon. Isn't that the case with every puzzle game, though, says Noah Craw, that it's about paying attention? No, we played Myst 3. Those puzzles weren't about paying attention. Oh, I can zoom? I can zoom in on the character and then it will lay the map and show me who they are on the drawing. So I presume I can do the same with you, and then it'll be like, here's the captain. Yeah, he looks, Jesus, every position they put him in looks sexual. He's got a fucking dildo and What's that? It looks like he's sort of like he's got some goo on his fingers and he's just like, ew. Or maybe he's like, ew, I don't know. It's hard to see his face, but everything else is very clear. To me. Can I zoom in on the gun? On the gun? Will you put the gun in the picture? Alright, so E to zoom. Right. So, Captain kills this guy, so then the captain should be here alive because nobody got hit. Oh, here comes that guy that we saw earlier with the knife in his teeth. Yeah, still teeth knifing. And you're the fella who stayed in the back of the photo so as not to be drawn with more than 3 pixels. Good. Good. He liked to wear shorts. Okay, I'm gonna think that this is a cabin boy to start with, right? Because he's wearing the shorts, so he's a cabin boy. The other people who are wearing shorts, they're just on holiday. Can I open the doors? What would the... Oh, wow, I can... This is weird. So you can strafe with Q, but E zooms. RT... How do I strafe right? You can only strafe to the left? What? W walks forward, obviously, but since E is zoom, Q walks you to the left, but there's no strafe right button? Is it 4? Is it 3? Is it G? Is it... There's no strafe right button. I wonder if it has... Oh, no, oh, well, it's just... Oh, I see. It's just A and D does the strafing. I haven't even noticed, of course. But Q is an extra strafe button. Curious. Curiouser and curiouser. That's kind of cool. Like, we got an extra button here. Might as well put it there. You know, for people when their fingers get all... I don't know why the fuck you would do that. So, that's it. That's all there's to be seen. I'm leaving this memory. A and D for strafe. And Q, apparently. And Q, you can't ambitturns as Rookie 84, yes, because E is zoom. There's a weird imbalance in the controls. It's an artistic selection, you know. He wants you to feel off balance. Nothing quite here is quite right. At the end of the game, when you've solved everything, suddenly the E will allow you to strafe again, and for all of those with obsessive-compulsive disorder, the world will be put right again. I think I've got a fair idea of who this might have been. Hmm? Did he leave anything? Did he lose his shorts up here? Oh. What the hell's that? Fireworks on the sea? What? It must be the reflection of a moon or something. What the fuck is that? Oh, it's an extra life. When we get out there, we're gonna doodle-a-doodle-a-doodle-a-doodle-a-doodle-a, and we get the boomerang. What the fuck is that supposed to be? I guess it's gotta be... It's a reflection of something. Is someone else, like, sailing a ship closer to us now? And they've got a lantern on the front of it, and we're seeing it. It's off in the distance, very small. They're just rowing up. Maybe the captain's out there. He survived! I don't know. Actually... Wait, no. Did I already... Next? What, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I didn't want that. Sorry. No. Yeah, no, I clicked on the wrong guy. I got confused. I was staring at the lights in the distance, and then I was blinded by the light. Caught up like a douchant in the boner of a light. Kite? Something. Blinded by the light. Caught up like a douche, another roller in a fight. I don't know. Nobody knows what the fucking lyrics to that song are. Dead guy, numero tres. Okay, so, the gurgling sounds definitely came from this fella, because he was gurgling, there was a struggle, and then we heard, we heard a knife stab, and there she blows, eh? And then he came back at him with the stick, the pike, we'll call it, that he pulled off of this guy, that's what this guy was attacking him with, and then, that's actually Norm from This Old House, isn't it? Or no, that's Bob Vila. That's the original dude, Bob Vila right there. I mean, look at it. From this angle, he's got a big, thick beard. He's clearly a little bit overweight, skinny legs, you know, top heavy, kind of a, sort of a cupcaking kind of effect going on, sort of a muffin top, you might say. Anything else to be seen here? Is there anybody else coming from a third dude? No, is there somebody? Oh, this door is opened, though. This door is opened, and there's a young lady. I wonder if she's been cursed by her evil stepmothers, sisters, women, something. A witch over an apple. Right? That's the story, isn't it? Okay, so man number 3. Who is this, and how did they die? Well, I don't know who the fuck they are, but I can tell you how they died. They met an unknown fate. They were... Would you say they were clubbed? Let's see what the options are. We've got alive, axed, burned, clawed, clubbed, crushed, decapitated, drowned. Wow, this game is going to just get nasty. Eaten, electrocuted. How do you get electrocuted? On a ship in the 18... I don't know. What hundreds was it? Was it the 60? I didn't pay attention. The game's about paying attention. Expired. So someone just went bad. Exploded, they fell. Exploded! Froze, illness, killed with a sword, knifed, poisoned, shot, speared, spiked, strangled, struck, suicide, or torn to pieces. Torn to bits! I was just gonna say it was just clubbed. Because he was just smacked with like a thingy. At least it seems. I mean, the first thing I do is smack him in the face, and then I take the pointy end and spear him. But we'll have to see. And by an unknown attacker? No, it was the captain. Damn, strong captain taking down 3 of his crew in just the first half hour of the game. Which could have been played a lot quicker, I suppose. So yeah, that's where it happened. That's what it was. He's the guy that's on the yeah, you're the guy that's in the background there with the 7 pixels. Right, got it. Close down the book. Who's the dead lady in the, yeah, who's she? Well, we're still stuck in the memory, aren't we? So, we have to walk our way out. Can't open the door. Certainly not with E. Or we can do that. Yeah. So, bit of the stabbing him in the throat, and then with the whoosh and total Dragon Ball. See, there's a pointy end. So first you smack him in the face, you crush his skull, and then you stab him through the fucking heart. Right? Or is that just me? Is that... Yeah, it doesn't even have... It's a big rounded butt. That is definitely, the dude from this old house. Whatever I called him earlier. Bob Vila. Bob Vila. And you're still dead? Okay, so it's not going to be a story about zombies. It's a little early to say that, isn't it? Just gonna check upstairs, make sure there wasn't anybody else I didn't see. Actually, I'm gonna look over here and see if I can't see, something. No? No? Because there's a weird light off in the distance, isn't there? On the water. On the water's edge. Captain got a 3 OKD now. Kills, deaths count, impressive. 1807, that's when it happened. Sure, I knew. And now that door is opened, but it's weird. It's weird. Oh, there's a knife there, by the way. I wonder if that's where the captain pulled the knife out. So here's the thing, the captain, smacked that guy, crushed his skull with no. And he dropped that there, and then he had the knife in his side. And, yeah. So he pulled the knife out, and then, okay, over... Well, no, there's another knife here. There's knives everywhere. It's just sort of a... It's a Shonen Jump universe. There's a lot of kunai being whipped around. But what the fuck is with this door? I don't know. Yeah, there's dead lady here, and then there's dead dude. See? It's still out there. What the fuck is it? It doesn't look like the reflection of the Mune. Also, I thought the Mune was on that side when we came aboard. I pay attention, or maybe I made a thumbnail for it, for 45 minutes last night. And the moon's over there. See where the lights fall in the... I don't know. Let's see what happened to the good captain here, presumably. The door is open and fuzzy because you open it by seeing it opened in one of the memories. I opened it with my mind.
Your brother. My friend.
Brother, my friend.
I shot him.
Oh.
Dead.
Oh. Shot him. So the first guy he killed
with you.
is Abigail's brother.
Soon, my love.
And he's going on a trip now. Just gonna... Sounds like he's getting the keys to the car.
Forgive me. For everything.
What? Shooting my brother? Okay, so Captain managed to, pack some black powder into that pistol right there. It just sounded like he, I'm sure the Foley was reasonable. I'm just looking for ways to be silly. So he's shot himself, incidentally, quite interesting that he shot himself in the chest, in the heart. Okay? That tends to indicate loss of love. Men like to shoot themselves in the head. Women, when they commit suicide by guns, tend to shoot themselves in the heart if they're going to use a gun, and that tells you something about the genders in general. When a man shoots himself in the heart and doesn't, like, you know, stick it in his mouth and... maybe I shouldn't be talking about... When he doesn't swallow the barrel, that tells you something about how he feels. Most of us, men tend to want their minds to please just shut the fuck up. I can't deal with this anymore. I can't deal with me self-criticizing myself anymore. Women can't stand to feel what they're feeling anymore. Men need to stop thinking, and women. That's what suicide kind of indicates. Anyway, who is this and how do they die? Well, we know very clearly this unknown soul was indeed Le Capitan. This person's face is no longer blurred, which means that they can now be... They could have... It was never blurred. Use the book and the pocket watch to gather enough information to deduce their identity. Why do you think I'm... Revisit memories on the ship using the pocket watch to study relationships, appearances, and activities. Well, we know that he tucks it back, so he clearly likes to cross-dress, but he's into women, because, you know... Use the book maps, crew manifest, and artist sketches, along with the individual conversation logs to find clues about names, relationships, appearances, and roles, whether they were the dom or the sub. You know, did they like the leather whip? There were 60 people on the ship when it left England. Determining everyone's identity and fate will not be easy. But you've got another hour and some, it's 2, maybe, of this live stream, so you'll be fine. Decisive information is rare. You will have to make assumptions about using partial information. Some identities may only be revealed through a process of elimination. So we're going to have the dead people, you know, have contests. Whoever is the last, whoever manages to climb to the top and push the other guy off. I've seen American Gladiators. I know how this works. This unknown soul was quite certainly Captain Whitterell, and he met the fate of suicide by, ricin. Where's ricin? Why don't they ever give me the fucking ricin option? By God. This may or may not be correct. I'm not going to tell you, you piece of shit. Fates are validated in sets of 3. Sorry? Correctly identify at least 3 people and their fates to have the information typeset into the book. What? So I have to find 3 of them and get all of their information right, and then it'll all link together and be like, you got it right! Yay! Cool. So, over here, we've got guidance for fate validation using the book generally. Bookmarks. Bookmarks? Memories where this person appears can be navigated from ear. Soul appears in 4 memories. First memory there, perished in there. Bookmark the memories. Bookmark all memories where they appear for quicker navigation. Alright. I just might do... Oh, well, you're going to do it for me? Is that what we're going to do here? Because the mouse is gone. Yes, you've done it. So, use the buttons at the top of the page to edit bookmarks and navigate between them. So do I have to, like, move the bookmarks around myself, or are you going to put the bookmarks in when I click the fucking button? So, 4 memories. Remove all bookmarks. So all the bookmarks that are related to him I can remove. If I tap on you, perished in the end part 4, how does this work? You take me to the next bookmarked page when I click on that. I see. So these are all the places where he was referenced, where we saw him, in our memories. 2, 3, 4. So if we have trouble working out who's a who, then we can do sort of that sort of a thing. And then if I were to, with you, remove all bookmarks, then I can have access to the book naturally again. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. But I seem to. Let's just close the book. We're fine. Right? The door is open and fuzzy. That's how you progress in the game. That's so you can just trial and error, it says no across. So then the door should not be fuzzy anymore. It's unfuzzied. The door now and Naruto's kunai are fucking everywhere. Hey, I'm still trapped in your memory. It was a good moment for you, wasn't it? Hun, I'll be right back. I need to look into your fate, because I still don't know who the fuck this guy is. I know who the fuck that guy is. I have an idea who the fuck this guy might be. He's Abigail's sister, so if I look at the crew manifest, he's Abigail's sister. He's, you know, they all like to cross-dress on this ship. If I look at the crew manifest and see whom shares a last name with Abigail, if there is just one of them, then the fella here, what was shot like. Which, by the way, in the picture, he's standing right next to the captain. First mate, perhaps? First mate, perhaps? It said make assumptions. It's a good game for me, because I always go on assumptions. They tend to be wrong. Okay, what? What? 4 dead people? Is that what you're ticking off there? 4 dead in Ohio? What's this? So the end happened here? How do I know that? I'm just gonna, thank you, game, for knowing that for me. So then the traveling will go back and start from there, and then we'll end up off course over here. Alright, it's a typical pirate tale, right? At some point, somebody tried to take control of the ship, or maybe the captain himself, because they were saying, where are they? Maybe he took the ship back. Somebody wanted to go, out searching for buried treasure, or to take over or shoot other ship down, or I don't know. It could be so many different stories, like one of those two. Either it was buried treasure, or it was probably, another ship, and we're pirates, and we'll fucking take them over. The captain wasn't having it. Sorry, spoiler warning. Okay, close the book. Wait, no, don't close the book down. Because let's do that, actually. Right now, let's find, I don't know how to navigate the book quite yet. That takes me to the beginning. The crew. Give me the manifest. So, we're looking for a woman named Abigail. Can I scroll like this? Yes, you can, just by dragging down. You don't have to scroll with the mouse wheel. If you saw an Abigail while I was talking, you let me know. George Patrick O'Hagan. Abigail, right? Abigail, I must have missed it, because everybody was on the... No, it was Emily? Was it Emily? Was it... Oh, shit, I forget now. Was her name not Abigail? How did I get Abigail stuck in my head? There's only one woman on... Oh, Miss Jane Bird. Was it Emily Jackson? Passenger headed to England. Shit, he was right. He was the first man. Hey, no spoilers, goddammit. But that makes a fair bit of sense, doesn't it? Doesn't it, based on the picture? I need to find out your name again. Just close the fucking book and we'll go look at your memory. And we'll learn a little bit more. I know what I need to do. I need to figure out what the fuck her name was. 19, pawn 19. Did I miss it? It was Abigail? And I didn't see Abigail the whole goddamn time? I'm an idiot. He needs glasses. Wait. My husband. Ooh. Okay. Okay. So... Oh. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, different story. It's a different story than I thought. Giant octopus attacks ship. Lady... It crashed in head. Guy's trying to... I want my husband, she's saying. Who are you? Are you not... You're not the captain? Are you the captain? You got your hat on weird if you're the captain. What about you? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, you're one of the dudes in the back there. You, hon. Okay, you, and then your little girl stood behind you. She's back, she stands next to you, okay. Oh, there's a dude here, too. What's your deal? Based on your hat, I can probably figure out who you are. So, no one expects the Spanish giant squid. No one expects that. So she was banged, is the thing. She was killed by a giant squid. I did not see that as an option in the, fates list. But hey, what are you gonna do? Oh, I got 2 pages. I should really be paying attention. On the deck is where she died. Who is this, and how did they die? So what was said there? Martin, where is the captain? Have you lost your mind? Get back inside. I want my husband. Where is he? So it would seem that Abigail is, wife to the captain. I was wondering if they were trying to do a mislead there because, maybe the captain fancied her. And she had a husband, and she was complaining, I want my husband, get this fucking captain off of me. But no, it does seem like the captain is her husband. If you lost your mind, get back inside. I want my husband, he's below deck, come here. And then she died to a giant squid. So now all we need to do is find out, is just find in this list here of met and unknown fate. Giant squid, giant squid, giant squid. You could say she was crushed by giant squid. Possibly, I don't know, alive? That's not, no. Eaten? So now we know how eaten would be a possibility. And electrocuted, maybe, I don't know what the powers of a giant squid are. Exploded, fell, froze, illness, killed with a sword, knife, poison, shot, speared, spiked, strangled, struck, hooves, tail, or a wing. None of those are tentacles, so I'm going to go away from that. Suicide or torn apart. Now, she seemed to be relatively in one piece. I don't know. I'm going to say crushed by by rigging, actually. I mean, it was the beast, but it was by the rigging. I'm going to say that, anyway. I mean, maybe she was alive for... No, that was the moment of death when she was crushed by rigging. That's why we see it. Anyway, this unknown soul, you said that she's in there and she's like number 18. You were wrong, Edward Pratt. Looking for an Abigail, huh? Or, Captain's wife would be another thing I could look for here. Emil, unknown as a passenger. Abigail Hosket Whittrell, passenger, Scotland. And Whittrell, the same last name, it's 19. You said 19, I was wrong. I'm sorry, Noah, I see that you said 19. Jeez, Noah, you're the whole chat right now, aren't you? Abigail was crushed by falling rigging. I'm going to say that. The rigging was being held. I mean, by these standards, then the captain didn't shoot the guy. It was the ricin on the tip of the bullet, like I've been saying all along. The rigging in the hands of the fucking giant beast. But I don't know. We'll try it like that. We know her fate. And now that we've got... Well, no, we don't know. Oh, fuck. So that's what they've done. I was going to say your brother, and then whatever her last name is, then I'll know. But she married the captain. So it's her brother, but she's taken the captain's name. So we don't know her name. Oh, so good. Such a good little twist, isn't it? The corpse was moved post-mortem. Yes, so they survived the attack by the giant fucking squid. 10 others were present. I did not get to see them all because I was a little bit distracted by, giant fucking squid. This guy looks like, just based on that hat, Based on that hat. Who else was present? The dude with the side, you. There's enough information now to know whom you are, based on the fact that you're unblurred. Are you the captain? I think this is the captain here. And then this was, asshole. This was her brother. And then that would be, I mean, again, standing right next to the captain while someone's being hanged. Third mate? Second mate. First mate and then second mate? Or third mate. If I said third mate, it's probably because my gut knows something my brain doesn't. I need to see, like, the regular one, where I can just see everybody to put that together. Yeah, sure, right. Close the book and put me back out into giant squid territory. Holy shit. Why is my hand a shaking like that? I mean, yeah, giant fucking squid. I'd be shaking a bit myself, I presume. Wow. Wow. So who else was present here? I'm gonna start from one corner and kind of... Jesus Christ, what a mess of a view, too. Space is an action? What? What? I don't understand what this is. Oh. Oh. I'm from within the memory, I'm gonna go into another memory? How deep am I gonna go here? Oh, it's skipping all over the place. What does that mean? Time of death, oh my god, this person was sheared in two. Is that her? Like, after the attack? I don't, things are weird. Do it. Oh yeah, hand shaky. What? How long was I out? And why can't I move? And why is it glowing? And it leaves a trail in whatever way I turn. I don't get it. Well, it seems to actually, if I stop, then it points at something. It points at you. And then I clicked it, and then... Oh. Oh. What the fuck is going on? Dude, you made an awesome game. Okay. And it's all blurry and shit. Dude, I was still exploring the other death scene. You're trying to pull me away. Pull me away. Pull me away. We have to take a live stream break in a minute. Ooh. What? Are those tattoos or are those the stuck from him? Yeah, I'm guessing those are the cups of the tentacles. Oh, he's grabbed and just... Are you kidding me? The octopus is two-handing this shit? Pulling people apart? Okay, sure. What about you? You seem, like, surprisingly well lit, sir. As do you, though, so I suppose... And then this guy's taking a shot at it? So this guy was literally torn in half by a beast. So we've got that down. What else was going on? Oh, that's what was in there. It was cattle. It was a goat or something. Give the goat to the beast. Wow, there's a lot of things going on here. What are you doing? Throwing a rock at it? Was that the captain? I didn't fucking see. It's the Kraken. It's the Kraken. She married the dude and took his last name, but she also kept her last name, so look for the name in the middle of her first and her husband's, aka Captain's. Noah, are you gonna have to leave? Like, hey, here's the solution to the problem. Oh, is this game about solving problems? Like, come on, dude. Fucking hell. Who is this? How did they die? You, sir, I don't know. You met an unknown fate. No, it wasn't unknown. You were... torn apart by an unknown attacker. No, the attacker was the giant fucking squid. We'll just say it was the unknown. He was the steward. The top man? The midship man. I haven't played this game. I just applied logic and it hurt me that you didn't notice. That's not gonna be cool regardless of the explanation. Is it? Is it? Unknown officer, enemy beast. Oh, it's at the top. Enemy or beast. So, you were torn apart by a terrible beast. No, he had those. Those are his tattoos. Because, I mean, here he is with them in a previous shot. He had the... So it's not like, you know, hickeys from a squid, is it? Spoilers what? I don't even know if it's true. Well... Alright, you can play along, I guess. You can play along, I guess. She didn't hyphenate the last name. Why would you think that? Location of the corpse. She was the only one with a middle name, so there's a reason to think that. 12 others were present. Location of the corpse was there. We know how he was destroyed. Things are just moving so fast now, though. Like, I want to go back and look harder and pay more attention. And on the main deck, there's nothing written here. There was no conversation. I don't know why he didn't try to talk to the beast. I need to see, goddammit, I need to see the regular book. You know, not the, here we filtered, well, you have the regular book. Yeah, wait a second. So if I go to Q, and then I go to, no. Where is it? Loose cargo, a bitter cold. Is it the glossary? The crew? The crew. Then, yeah, part of it is sketches. So in the sketches from the Obra Dinn, we have, Captain here, Robert Whittle, and then we've got this shotgunned by Mr. Whittle. Well, no, he was shot with a gun by Mr. Whittle. And then you, yeah, I mean, these would be just based on the circumstances, you know? You're hanging a dude, they would all show up. So captain, first mate, second mate, third mate, you know, that kind of thing. They would be there. And then this guy, I feel like he's the bosun because that's a bosun's hat. I don't know what a bosun is, but I know what a bosun's hat looks like. Honestly, I got the just sort of gut feeling he's gonna be the bosun because of that fucking hat, because the hat says bosun to me. Where's his wife, then, in these pictures? Curious. I mean, it would be listed in her thing, but I'm just curious to see where his wife would be. That's not her. That's not her. Is that her? There she is. Yeah, she was crushed by rigging, or, well, that's what we're saying right now. So there's his wife hanging out with the other ladies who were there to watch her die. Wow. Wow. Just wow. So let's check that then, Noah. Let's look at passenger number 19 was Abigail Hoskett Whitterell. So let's say she kept her maiden name and she hyphenated, and she added the other one on. Then we'd be looking for a fellow with the last name Hoskett, and we have William Hoskett, first mate from Scotland. So it all makes sense. I'm sure it was the first mate, too. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, I was wrong. I think I'm getting the message clearly. I don't agree with you. What? I don't think you're getting the message. What message? It's called playing along with a guy live streaming the game and interacting with his chat. If you haven't watched other people's playthroughs and know, then all right. Facepalm. But you gotta be careful about it, you know? If you think, like, don't present it as, this is the solution, because then that sounds like you know. You present it as, what if this? And then it sounds like you don't know. The way you use language will change how people respond to you. Always. That's not a message for Noah, that's for everyone. Careful with your language. Use it very carefully, you fucking cunts, or I'll fucking rip your fucking eyeballs out, you shit stains. It will change whether or not they support you on Patreon. William Hoskett, first mate. Bill Hoskett is the fellow that he shot. I want to do that then. So, how do I do that? Q. It was the end. It was at the end, and then... this unknown soul was shot with a gun. No, we know who you are. This unknown soul was William Hoskett, first mate. Well done. 3 fates correct. Really? Who else did I dead? Captain Robert, yes, of course. The first mate, sure, matey, and his wife? You're giving me his wife? Ah, so she was crushed by falling rigging. So it doesn't matter, the 3 don't have to be connected, like, in the book. The 3 don't have to be connected in the sequence of events or anything, it's just when you get 3 right, it will acknowledge the 3 right that you've gotten. So you can just throw guesses around at everyone until you start getting things right. Got it! Good. That was the thing that I wanted to figure out. Also, the other dude's gotta be the second. No, I'm not gonna, I'm gonna wait until, oh, shit. So this is, you were getting ripped in half. You, sir, can I zoom you and find out who you are? Okay, so you're not the captain. I'm just wondering where the captain is now. He's below deck. You, the bosun. Right, you've got the weird hat? Yeah, maybe there's more than one weird hat. Oh no, my gun! Or no, he's throwing you the gun? You threw him the gun is how that looks to me, because he's got his hands out to catch the gun. So you're gonna catch the gun. Dude in the hat. We've got Walter White over. Oh no, he's a Mormon, isn't he? No, he's a Quaker. What are the guys? What are the guys who wear that hat and have that beard? And who catch guns and fight the evil squid monsters. Oh, there was a boat. Holy shit, there's a boat out there that had 3 people on it trying to escape or something, or maybe they were coming and going. They wouldn't have been trying to escape, because if there's a beast in the water, you wouldn't try to escape to the smaller boat. They had to have been returning from somewhere. Can I see shore from here? No, you can't. Okay. So there was an away mission, in terms of later, there was an away mission. And they were on their way back, presumably. They wouldn't have just fled to a dinghy and tried to escape that. That would be stupid. You, sir. What's your deal? You look like... Well, I mean, it would be... It's a big assumption to say that you're a passenger just because, you know, you look Asian. Could have been, you know, ship's Chinese food cook. I just love being racist. It's fun and you know it. What about you? Oh, he looks really... Wow, the expression on these guys' faces, huh? Who are you? No idea. Wearing sort of a prisoner's shirt there. Anybody else on the deck here? You, sir. Well, I can't even see your face. Are you gonna let me zoom this guy even though I can't see his face at all? Yeah, okay. Okay, that's a Native American. And that's what it looks like, right? I don't know. He's strong, I'll tell you that. Anyone else dead on the deck that I haven't seen? What about you? Yeah, you're dead, so it doesn't... Oh, hi! Spock! There's Spock. He's got a hat at the execution, and he's standing behind the executioner. So he's going to be an official of some order. You know? He's going to be one of the... Maybe not first mate, second mate. He could be in the mates. But he's going to be an official of some order because he's got the hat, and he's behind... He's sort of supervising the shooting. Ice cream. He's Chinese. Look for a Chinese guy in the crew list. Boom. Mystery solved. Can I be your Watson? Look for a the goat. How did the goat die? I want to know how the goat died. I need to know. What the fuck is all this? Is that just water splashing over the side? They've represented things in interesting ways. Over here, what was in here? A pig? Is that a little piggy? Looks like a little piggy to me. Oh, I can walk through it if I walk in from that side. Okay. Cool. You, sir, did I already address you? Yes, you're the Chinese dude. Holding bread. He's got a bag of bread on him. What have you got there, actually? A vase? A vase? No. What is it? The fuck is that? I mean, the way that the top of it is kind of, you know, clutched and it angles off in a different direction than the rest of it? Is it alcohol? The fuck? What do you think it is? Rum, maybe? A bottle? It looks weird for a bottle, though, doesn't it? Because, like, if the bottom's there and then the top goes off at an angle and it doesn't look, like, properly proportioned or something? Yeah, it could be liquor of some kind. It could be. Alright, I need to get out of this memory now. My thingy is gyrating. The last time I had to press space when that happened. And then we found, like, an action that was taking place. It highlighted, well, I don't know if we found an action, but it highlighted, like, a person from within the memory. And then it started doing this shit. So this is how we're getting in and out of memories now instead of the door, I presume. Alright, where are you going? I click when that happens, and then I chase it. Where are you headed? In a weird way, just for the fun of it, just to get me to run around. Show me how the goat died. I want to know how the goat died. Whoa! Jesus Christ. Aha! Here's how the goat died. And we shall find out just after this live stream break that I can't exit out of the game. I'm not allowed to exit out of the fucking game. I can't get my mouse to unstrap from the game, which means we have to quit to the title. Because I can't get it out. It won't let, even from there, and then I try and tab out, it just don't do. Quit to the, we have to quit the fucking game for me to get out. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a live stream break. When we come back. More Return of the Obra Dinn. It's got a good pacing to it, too. You know? I mean, I know we've been here for, like, it's probably going to tell us 45 minutes or something we've been playing, actually, since we started the game. It's got a good pace, you know? I feel like there's a whole bunch of details, there's overwhelming information, but at the same time, you know, they're introducing, it's good, it's well tutorialized, it's got a good pace for starting out. I'm definitely enjoying this. Ronan Pawn, I think it's because there aren't any more dead bodies in the now, so you have to look for them in memories to resume. That makes sense. I think also as a mechanic for, we're not always going to have a door for you to travel through, you know? It's not going to be convenient, it's not going to make sense to just throw a door there for you to walk into. So that's another way of justifying. How about a break? Indeed, a break indeed. Rookie84, is it powder horn for a flintlock? That's possible too. The baggie that he had? Because it could be a bag. It looked like, you know, a loaf of bread is what it looked like. To me, the way that the thing came off, that's possible. Rookie84, I'll keep that in mind. A bottle, though, is the guess of Noah and Zugmazama. And random aim, at least no one has more points than me. No one has more points than anyone anymore, do they? It all got wiped out. We're going to take a 7-minute break. When we come back, more. When we return, we'll return to the Obra Dinn of the Obra Dinn. 7 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Pawn, not out. Hello, I am the Ronin Pawn, and welcome back to a twitch.tv/Ronin Pawn live stream on twitch.tv/Ronin Pawn. This music is perhaps a bit more appropriate for the Obra Dinn, but it can shut the hell up, can't it? Welcome back. We're playing Return of the Obra Dinn, and my god, I step away and I just can't stop thinking about it. It feels like a good day. I'm a strong day, too. The chronic fatigue is not upon me. We can play a thinky game today. Back into the Obra Dinn. Two things come to mind. Number one, the seemingly Asian man who we saw crouched on the... and he had something in his hand. And the thing is, it could be a liquor bottle. It could be a bag that had things in it. It looked like it had a rigid form to it, so I'm inclined to think it was a liquor bottle. And... you know, you could either blame it was kind of poorly 3D modeled for an angle, or you can say, hey, it's, you know, also true to the time and to the form that, you know, bottles weren't being mass-produced and in perfect, you know, symmetry and all that sort of a thing. They were being fucking... you'd put them on a wheel and you'd get the wheel spinning and you do that with, you know, you're drinking stuff. So it could have been a little bit misshapen, but that gives us something about him. In the middle of this horror, he's still clutching the fucking, you know, there's a giant squid attacking, and he's still clutching the goddamn liquor bottle, right? What's his deal? What's that about? He's also hiding behind a thing, so cowardly, liquor bottle in his hand, probably a drunk, huh? So we bear that in mind. It's a possibility. We're not sure that it's a liquor bottle, but it seems to be. The other thing that occurred to me, get back in, was what Noah was saying about the finding another dead body the way that we're finding them now. Like, the idea of that scene, I will bet anything that this mechanic came into play when Lucas, the fella Lucas Pope, who, you know, makes these games, when they were putting together the 3D model and he looked at it and is like, God, that door... it just kind of ruins the scene. It shouldn't be there, you know, this is such a chaotic, like, I don't want to have a big glowing fucking quantum leap door that just opens up and it's light in this dark, horrifying setting that's just sitting there for you to walk out, and then this mechanic arose. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant in terms of design, like not ruining your aesthetic, choosing not to ruin your aesthetic. So we started out with this it's still all blurry and shit, even though we've experienced it a bit. I would guess they unblur once we've completed sort of the chapter. We get a page that we start to fill out about it or something like that. I'm not sure. This game is amazing. Good thing you're here, says Pony. Oh, Pony's here. Hello. Oh, by the way, yeah, we went away to a break. So, hello, Snowman Olaf, and hello, it's a secret to every pony. Look at the sails, though. They're also modeled kind of squarey. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It could just be the style of, you know, the 3D modeling and everything like that. It could absolutely be a liquor bottle, and I like that for that character, too. It tells you a lot. It implies a lot of things that he's hiding. Main bit? What's the bit? I'm holding! Yeah, no, I'm on hold. Throw the powder. What then? What's this then? Whoa, man, the ship is really... is it called keeling now? What's it called? We're really at a harsh lean now, and it looks like they just threw powder, it exploded, and we got you with the sword, you with the gun falling backward down the steps. That's not gonna work out too well for you, friend. And a fella behind you as well. He's probably not gonna so much catch your fall as you're gonna crush him to death. This guy running up. Oh, this is the guy with the tattoos. That's the guy with the tattoos that we saw die, being ripped in half. So this happened a little bit before the ripping in half? Must have done. And this line that you've got in hand, this rigging, is attached to you? You've attached it to you and you... The fuck? The fuck? I need a beer. Kenneth! Kenneth's here! Yes, all the points have been lost, Kenneth. Again, Nobot had an issue. On the main deck, who is this and how did they die? I don't fucking know. I don't really, I mean, he got caught in the rigging and I don't get it. I don't get it. He was throwing like something, a spear with this powder to explode. I don't fucking get it. Host had an issue, says Noah Craw. Not no, but that's true. The host seems to have done something that they shouldn't have done. You're going backwards in the memories, says El Calhau? El Calhau. Shaking my goddamn head, says Pony. What are we gonna do? Sometimes, you know, the world hates me in general. All of my technology fails. Even the stuff that's like not even attached. I just paid for it and their shit fails. But it's because I laid my stink upon it. So, look at this again from this view. Get to the main bit quick. Hold on. Throw it. Throw the powder. So this was all said by the same dude. I wonder if it was being said by the dude that we're on right now, or if it was one of the other 5 people who were present at this event. Do I have anyone, incidentally, who can be revealed? Let's see. You and you. Yes, the torn apart by a beast dude. They say that I could potentially figure out whom he is based on the information I have now, but things have just been coming so hard and so fast. So these 3 people, so the bosun, I keep calling him that. That's going to totally screw me up when it turns out. No, these 2 folks and the guy who was behind and he was shooting. I honestly don't know which dude I'm even looking at right now. It's you, and you are just one of the sort of generic dudes that's over here. Yeah, just sort of generic dude. Okay. Location of the corpse. Over there. If we were to say how he died, I really kind of want to inspect that scene a little bit more, but it looks like he got tied up in the rigging while they were trying to mount an attack against the thing, or, I mean, something fucking exploded. And he said, throw the powder, so, you know... Did he sacrifice himself nobly? He got that thing tied around himself. It's, I'll fucking kill him, I'll take you with me. And I don't get it. I thought he done exploded, says Noah Craw. Did he explode? So the guy himself was holding the powder and didn't throw it, and he exploded, and the other guy's tied up in the... I'm so confused. I want to see this scene for longer than the 25 seconds or whatever. So then the guy is somewhere in there? Oh yes, now I can see the shape of the body. I couldn't tell. My eyes didn't find the shape of a body. I guess I wasn't looking at it as I was moving. Yeah, there he is. So you're tied to the line intentionally. Sort of a mizzen-mast kind of an operation for, you know, if you fell or something like that. I mean, clearly, that's an intentional having been tied to. And then this guy got grabbed by the thing, and then powder and explosions. Okay. Sure, and then who the fuck is you, then? Zoom in on you? You're the Native American, right. I've already done that. No, have I done that? You haven't done that for this scene. You, sir. With the stabby, right. You're the guy who I'm supposed to be able to know who you are at this point. Good luck with that. You, Mr. Falling Backward, that's the bosun. And we're going back in time, so the bosun does not, like, die from this fall or anything, because he was back up on the ship later. You are the dude with the, yeah, sideways hat. Who's observing the, who's overseeing the murder, or not the murder, the punishment, the hanging on the deck. Oh, hello. Somebody got flung. Dude in a turban? Dude in a turban. Tab to open the book. Tab to open the book on anyone who I'm looking at the moment. Really? Open the book while examining a face to flip directly to the sketch. Okay. 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 Got it. Okay. Flip directly to the sketch, but he's not in specific highlighted. Where's the dude in the turban? Which scene was he in? Because I wasn't paying that close of attention to it. And oh, he's way in the back there. There he is. So Kim and Kim are fellas who we've been encountering. He was clubbed by Mr. Whitrell. You, sir, were thrown overboard. Who's to say if he dies just being thrown overboard? We don't know that for certain. But we'll have to come back to all this if I don't start marking things down. I'm not going to mark it down if I don't feel confident in knowing it. And yes, he was thrown overboard. Doesn't mean he died. He could have, you know, giant squid's got more important shit on its plate. This guy, how did he die? He was exploded. Yeah, he was blasted by an explosion, this unknown soul. Okay, take me back out of the book. Interesting, then. I mean, should we assume... It says we need to make assumptions. Let's assume he died by drowning. So if I do that, and then I hit tab, well, I've got it open, then it'll take me to him, and then I can click on him. Unknown, one memory, first memory, go to that. Ah, so we don't have a page for him yet anyway. Is that how this works? Or am I completely confused? Both of those seem possible. Torn apart by a terrible beast, this fellow was. They've got him as though I could figure out who he is. Let's look at the main picture, actually, one more time. So, what is the crew, and then this, and then dude who likes to have his shirt off with, you know, tattoos. He's all tatted up. Where are you at, Mr. Tattooman? Are you the one being hanged? No, you can't mouse over him. Anybody see Tattooman in the drawing before us here? I mean, maybe he sometimes wears a shirt. Maybe we just caught him on a, you know, shit was going down and he was naked, so he ran out. We can't make the assumption. We have to make assumptions. They said you'll have to make assumptions. Yeah, and I didn't pay that much attention to his face, because sort of you're fighting back there? What are you doing there? Are you drinking? You look like you're about to fall over. You look like you're throwing a punch at somebody. This guy's cheering the death of... No, that's down here. That's a different scene. Alright. Whatever. Close up the book. We didn't see him in the chapter after, did we? So I think it's safe to presume he died. Remember, you're going at this backwards, so I think any new people you see die in the chapter. If there's a way to get to, like, his page, I don't understand it yet. I'm just going to keep playing the game and let it reveal itself. So there's 1 and 2 and 3. We've done you. We've found that guy who got flown off the ship. I'm sorry, oh no, it's just he's looking to the left. I thought his head was exploding. Does anybody else see a goat's head exploding there? Just, I can't take this shit! Ah! You can only set the fate of a guy when you see either him die or he's missing from that chapter forward. Oh, okay. Okay, look for an Arabic dude in the crew list. Oh, an Arabic dude, like a dude with an Arabic name. Oh, and here's that door that I said, we wouldn't want that in all the scenes. I don't know. And I was praising, oh, what a good choice. And then here it is again, but it's off in a place where you wouldn't notice. All right, I'm just going to leave now then. Just going to walk out of that memory. We can come back to any of these, I believe, unless we have to dive deep through each of them. You're still hazy. No. No, you're not? Are you less hazy? Oh. The whole game's hazy. Yeah, you're still hazed out, bruh. As are you. You're the dude who got torn in half, eh? And they say that I could figure you out. Is there anybody else whose corpse... Like, there was the exploded corpse. Is he frozen in space somewhere? You do have to go through their memories in order to get back to those things, then. Is what it seems, anyway. Up here, no new corpses or anything. I'm just walking around. If I'm right, the stairs to below deck should now be fizzy and opened because you saw them open in the last memory. Weren't these the stairs to below deck? Hang on. Right? No, here. Here's the stairs to below deck. And I can just go down there now. And yeah, that gate anyway is now fizzy and weirded. And yes, there's more corpses down here. I just saw one, but you know, I'm gonna go to the place they don't ask me to go first thing and just have a bit of a look around. So this is the galley. See all the instruments of cooking. Oh, and if I remember correctly, this is the captain's barrels area. I don't remember what we saw in there. We definitely got the guns here. Oh, and many of them have been overturned. There's a corpse there. Don't even think I need to see the memory to figure that one out. We'll be back in just a moment. We'll come back to you. Yes, many a thing has been... Oh, and these are strapped down? Is that something you do? Strap down the picnic tables and shit when you're not eating, I suppose, so they don't slide around and things. Yes, all this has been over. So can I walk over the top? Oh, I can. I just walked over the corpse. Just do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Respect for the dead. There's that thing still off in the distance. That little glowy. I swear that's gonna be the fucking captain. And he's out there, but he's dead. But he had like a lamp with him and it's still burning or some shit. Look at where the beast tore the ship up. Presumably, we don't know. Could be anything. Maybe there's, you know, that was Beast 1. Maybe they have this happens 3 times a day when they're at sea. You know, it's just like, oh, another giant fucking squid. God damn it. Somebody throw the powder at him like we usually do. And then up front here, and, oh, is this the shitter? This looks like the shitter, doesn't it? Yeah, and you can, two at once can shit there. Wow, that's really, it's a tight crew, isn't it? Hey, you wanna go have a shit? Yeah, alright. So, what are you doing next Tuesday? Ah, well, there's gonna be another giant squid attack, so I'm figuring on being ripped in two. Oh, like Tommy was last week. Sure. It's like a good plan. And here's the punching bag for just keeping in shape. Okay, can I open the... I can open some of these doors. In here, there's another whale testicle. Yeah, they're not well endowed. They're big in the first... Alright, get me out of here. There's nothing to see in here other than the whale testicles. And in here, you as well. Pop it. Pop it, lock it. Is this, what the fuck is that? I mean, my first thought was bath, but it doesn't seem sense. It's the, in emergency, you can escape in the canoe. What is it? Is it a bath? Maybe it's a bath. I don't know. Maybe it's where they brew their liquor. What the hell else is going on in this room, huh? This is where they do the mixing of the weapons. I don't fucking know what that is. It's where they clean the whale testicles after they take them. Okay, and in this door, we got back here, we've got, you know, this shit is actually listed. Now this should be a toilet, but there's no toilet here. This is where you clean up. You know, that's a private affair. You don't want to be washing up next to somebody else. You come in here and use the basin, but sitting next to someone where your legs are literally touching is something that you want to do. Oh, I can't go in there. It's got necks on it. That's something you only want to do when you're defecating, really. Can I go down there? Open it up. Alright, let's go look at the body then. Oh, there's more rooms, though. Pull it! What? Okay, I have to look at it and then click the button. And then it happens. And it's another mini canoe. I don't understand what these things are for. They help with the cooking? Is this where you sleep? You just really small, sort of bundled up there. What the hell is that? It's weird the way it moves when I walk around it, isn't it? What the fuck is that? I do not know. Contain a little gunpowder? Or... Oh, it's a penis. They've chopped a penis off of their enemies. Yeah, and there's the vein, sure. And then they put it on a string. Ah, okay, yeah. I can't believe I didn't see that, like, straight off. Oh shit, Watson just got himself a promotion, what? So, yeah, by figuring out that we can come down the stairs. Thank you for that. Oh, are you kidding me? You gotta fucking... Somebody's gotta sleep with the cannon next to them. Jesus Christ. What if, like, you're not on duty, you know, it's your weekend off, and then there's an attack, and you're just trying to get some fucking sleep, and then somebody's gotta come in here and fire the cannon, and you're just like, God damn it. Just pillow over your head, just rolling over. Can't you do this later? Fuck. Canoes are beds. The little basin is the face washer. Okay. And then you just shit with your buddies in the back there. Maybe there's 2 holes because one of them takes the urine and one of them takes the other. You know, where's this body that we had that I ignored? Because I wanted to go and walk around and be stupid for a bit. The stupid's the best.
Sir, loose cannon! She's nearly over! Fight your footing!
God damn it, Murdoch, you're a loose cannon! Like, turn in your badge, you're off the force! So, is this during the attack? I mean, this thing's been ripped out, and there's a dude dying over here, and yeah, there's squid tentacles on the outside, so you were during the attack, a cannon came loose because of the squid, and then it, you know, kinda uppercutted you. Wow. Wow, in the throat. That's a good place to go. Okay. And then you, who are you? You're that dude again. That fucking dude again. Who are you, actually? Because you're the guy who's dying who I'm supposed to find out about. You are standing just behind the mates in the execution scene. Wait, I was looking at a guy. No! I can come right back to it in a second. Alright, part 5 of On the Gun Deck of the Doom. Who is this and how did they die? Well, they were a bit crushed, is what we would say. They were crushed by a cannon. Who are they? Fucked if I know. What's happened here? What did they say? What's happened here? Sir! Loose cannon! Okay, so the X is when our dude talks? She's healing over, find your footing! Yeah, so the X is when our guy is speaking, I think. Either that or the X is when someone else is speaking. But I'm guessing that that's him. And yeah, Sir Loose Cannon, so he's not like a commanding officer necessarily. He's calling someone Sir. And very formally in the midst of an attack too, so he's a good soldier, you know? He's pulling his weight and whatnot. We can definitely figure out who Side Hat Man is, and I feel like he's got to be second mate or something. I mean, he's right in there with the captain at the execution. These people were on hand. Oh, the fellow who exploded was on hand, was in that room. Okay. I keep forgetting with the mouse scroll. You are someone. I don't fucking know. Is that all of them? That's all of them in that room. In the picture. Okay. Location of the corpse. Sure. There's the image, but we'll see it better if we close the book. Yeah. Give me a second here. I wanted to see who these people were. Who are you? Did I already look at you? Yeah, you're the guy. So you're probably who he was saying, Sir, Loose Cannon, find your footing, you fuck. Ah, he's dead. Another one bites the dust. Da-da-da. So yeah, this guy is definitely second mate or something along those lines, just from his position in here. The other people who are present during all of this, we've got you, and you're that guy, sure. And what's your deal? You're holding on to the bottle again, but are you the Asian? You don't look like you're the Asian. No. I'm not sure of that, though, because of the angle and everything, and there's only so many. What about you? These, presumably, are passengers? I mean, I don't know. He's wearing a neckerchief. That could be a sign of, you know, your rank on board. Presumably passengers. Maybe it's not so much that they're drunks and everything, but they're passengers and this is their cargo and they're trying to save it. Or maybe they're just both drunks. Maybe they're not drunks. Maybe they're just having a drink, you know? Everything has to be like you're a horrible person. Ooh. Okay, so this is just a sort of a rear galley kind of a thing. You can get back here anyway. I wonder what you do with that. You'd hang all of the coats for back there. You'd have a whole room for just hanging coats on a fucking ship? I think we have more important business to attend to. If I go up during this, can I get any further up? No. Can I see anything from the furthest up I can during this? No. It's a scene for down here. Anything else of particular interest? Can I get past you? Oh, hello. Are you the dude with the, you know, tattoos? Where are you at? That's how I can figure out where the dude in the tattoos is in the picture, though. No. You then. What? You don't look like you're doing too well. I'm pretty sure that my shaky is gonna come to you. Mr. Top Hat Man. Okay. You're probably one of those, top men. Or whatever they called them. Can I... Oh, shit. Right, so, alright. I was gonna try and open a door. Alright, let's look into this fella's death. Looks like the guy next to him just took an opportunity to kill somebody that he didn't like that much. Right. Right. Sure. Go. Where are you gonna go? Okay, we gotta chase it. Chase it. We know where you're going. You're going back in the other direction. You're gonna swoop around in a bunch of different directions. I wonder if there's a reason. Oh, no. This is something else. Or maybe it's not, and I'm just confused about where things happened. So you got killed, like, right in front of the cannon, and there's this big swipe mark there. All you have to do is click it to find out, Pawn. To think nowadays couples went to separate bathrooms, maybe even separate... Loose cannon, sir! Loose cannon! So he got fucking just shredded by a cannonball. Did this happen before you got crushed? Is that you then? In the process of being crushed shortly? I don't... Who's being crushed? Oh, there's our guy. There's our guy. Who are you in the pictures? So... Is that... I don't know if that's at the execution or not. Alright, but I've got an idea. He's at the edge. And you, Mr., you know, got bloated up guy, or the top hat man. Sure. Anything else going on here other than you being blown up horrifically? I mean, I don't want to say that I'm bored by your horrific death, but, you know. So, all of these guys are down here. They're all holding the cannon stuff. These guys are presumably part of the cannon crew, every single one of them. It's down here. Except for the guy who runs down later and, you know... Loose cannon, sir! Who is this? And how did they die? Oh, there's two of them in this memory, are there? Alright, so starting with Top Hat Man. You were, you know... Would you call it exploded again? Would you say exploded? Because, I mean, he was shot with a cannon. Shot with a cannon. Yeah, I guess that's what you'd call that, wouldn't it? By an unknown attacker. No, it was an accident. Or you could say the Beast. The Beast shot him with a cannon? I mean, nobody shot him, really. I don't know. Maybe that's the wrong way to say that he was blasted with a cannon. But he was clearly blasted with a cannon, just not by an attacker. By the Beast? By a terrible beast. Shot with a cannon by a terrible beast. The Kraken was aiming, says LCS. I think so. I tend to agree. The Kraken had his finger on the trigger. This unknown soul. Sure, there's several men now who the game tells me I should be able to figure it out, but I can't. So then this would be... Who's this guy? The Fuse! So the guy who was being blasted was the guy with the top hat. Who the fuck are you? This unknown soul met an unknown fate. Run poem, rewatch the scene. Maybe you missed something. Maybe someone shot the cannon and it came loose and shot him instead. Oh, perhaps that's a way of interpreting it. 4 others were present. There was Hugh. And Hugh. And now I get to find out where that dude is in the background. There you go. You're sipping tea on the back there. Dude who was torn apart by a beast. Right. Right. Right, and these are all the dudes that were there. You were knifed by Whitterell. So you were a cannon dude regularly, which is why you'd be the guy who's taking the shot. Well, not necessarily why, but it does make sense. You were shot with a cannon by the Beast. And then this guy is the guy who they want me to talk about, how he died. And I don't understand. There's a second dude dead in that scene? Did I miss something? Because I was distracted by, you know, the explosion of a human being. Put me back out here. So yeah, you being blasted, and then... that looks like a man underneath it. Am I wrong? There's a man underneath it? Doesn't that look like a sock? And yeah, he's been just completely crushed. I can't quite zoom on him and pin him down. The people firing, well, your thing is lit. No one else's thing is lit. So it could be you. We could say that you killed him with a cannon. But it really was the beast. I mean, in terms of, you know, who's most responsible. We look out the window, there's tentacles out there. You can see them, right? So I would say that the beast is most responsible for this death. And apparently, yeah, there's a dude underneath the cannon. I can't see him from any decent angle, really, but those are definitely twisted, horrible legs being crushed. And then over here... Ah, now I can zoom him. Oh. Oh, is this the new guy that we're going to find? What the fuck was with the second dude that was in the scene? Who's also dead? I definitely am confused. You guys can explain it to me in a minute, though. We definitely know he got shot with a cannon. That's we can't identify him yet, so we can't say who killed him yet. Yeah. I'm gonna say that that's the other. Well, if I hit the space bar, yeah, you want me to look at that dude. Well, I noticed him on my own, thanks. And I don't think that there's really much more story to tell. Okay. Where are you gonna go? So it pulls to the direction that it's gonna head off to, or... Yeah, it's gonna be right there. Well, right there. Doodle-a-doo, doodle-a-doo, doodle-a-doo. Yeah, that's where it was, alright. I saw it. And now there's a blurry outline of a corpse underneath it. Let's have a look and see what happened, presumably, a quarter of a second earlier. Okay. So there's the beast, the giant squid, reaching through, and he's grabbed the cannon just before they can fire it, and down goes Charles Bronson, apparently. I think I'm pretty dead on with that description. Charles Bronson, who is wearing a thing around his neck. In both of these shots, he's wearing that thing, and we saw a penis hung from a string, but if he's wearing it here, then it wouldn't be hung up. Yeah, that's right, okay. You guys. So we've got Baldy Dude, who died in the previous scene, and I don't understand how, trying to help. And then we got you, trying to help, and your Top Hatman, who eventually gets, oh, yeah, I can see how that would work. Oh, so there were two of you. There were two of you on the thing, and then blue, and then there were two corpses there, and not just one. I see. It's hard to tell when you fire a cannon through two people at once, where the first ends and the second still exists. Who is this, and how did they die? Well, I'd say that death, I would call that being crushed. By a cannon and the beast. Shit. I mean, the beast was grabbing the cannon, so the cannon and the beast, we assume, doesn't have sentience, so I'm going to say he was crushed by a cannon held by a beast. Shit. I'm going to say the cannon. Cannon seems more realistic. And we know who this guy is, Charles Bronson. Charles Bronson. Once again, Watson was right. Collateral. So, yeah, with the load and the 6 others were present. Can I, let's see, the Doom. So you, how did they die? You were also shot by a cannon by the beast. Because, I don't know. I don't know what else. Oh, I didn't mean to. Alright, I stepped out of the book. I just hit tab a little bit too quickly. Oh, but thank God it's sort of the end of a sequence and I can just investigate freely. So there's the top hat coming off. Wonder if I can grab that. It's pretty cool. You know, it's pretty stylish. I'd like to wear a top hat. Can I open these doors in this mode? You can't. Okay. Is that the way out, then? That's the way out of the memories. Don't want to be out just yet. Want to see if there's anything else that I'm missing from this moment of, you know, death. So you guys are actually firing. Okay. So you've loaded, and you're gonna fire, and then... Which guy are you again? Are you the one who gets crushed to death against that wall? I'm already forgetting. It's a little bit too much to hold in my head all at once. But so you guys were getting ready to fire, and I presume you actually do get a shot off, and then the cannon is loose, and then, you know, boom. And then here's our dude, Cannoneer Man. So this is the cannon crew. This is a very good scene, though, because this shows pretty much all of the cannon crew before things got, you know, out of hand and other people started rushing into the space. So let's remember this for later. Those are the ones who attacked the captain. This is El Cajo. El Calho. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that for you. Did you attack the captain? You're the guy in the back? Wait. If they were killed by the captain, it wouldn't bother telling me in this scene. That's right. Okay, well that's the end of that scene. Put me back into the book, because I don't feel as though I was done with that. I kind of want to... Let's see, so we've got Charles Bronson, who was crushed by a loose cannon. Right. Right? Load, move by hands, aim level, ready. No, belay, spark! We're saying he was crushed by a cannon, but he was crushed by the beast holding the cannon. That's that guy. And then these two who were blasted by the same cannon that they were trying to pull back, kind of foolishly. I don't know how much they weighed, but I'm guessing kind of foolishly. And then here we have the unknown soul who was properly crushed by a loose cannon and nothing else. Not by a beast holding a cannon, but that the cannon simply came loose. It's the guy that got ripped apart with the tattoos. Did the beast hold the cannon? I thought it was just loose. On the other one, it was held by the beast. On Charles Bronson, that was being held by the beast and pulled through the window, and that's crushed him against the wall. These two were shot by the cannon. This guy was just crushed by it falling back and crushing him into the wall underneath his chin. And then on the main deck, we had the dude who got explodified and everything. And then we've also got the guy who got ripped in two, who's got all the tattoos on him. And the captain's wife, who was killed by the rigging when she ran out to, like, find him. Find the captain. Where's my hubby? Maybe that's what they're all so pissed off about. Where the fuck were you when we were all getting torn to shreds by a giant fucking squid? Where are the squid tentacles? We want them. They're at the bottom of the sea. Yeah, no. No. I don't know. Maybe if I investigated deeper, I could find out who that is. But let's just see where we stand in the game now that we've exited the book, and we'll exit the scene. And see where we stand, and then maybe we'll do some deliberating. Some thoughtifying. Trying to figure out who the tattooed man is. The tattooed man and the guy with the hat, who's probably, I should just guess at him being like the second mate. Tab to open the book while I'm... What? Well, I'm looking at a guy, and that will pop me open to the thing that to the person that I'm looking at, I presume. So, what have we got here? We've got two corpses that look like there's just one dead dude here, though. The other dude that's in there, I don't understand. I don't understand. Open this door. You know, where's that other corpse? Like, I still don't quite get it. Because we've got those two dudes who are grabbing onto the front of the cannon and pulling it back, and on the same page they say, what happened to these two folks? You know, what happened to this guy, what happened to that guy? So here's the corpse of one dude, and it's just the corpse of one dude there. I mean, if the other guy was turned into fucking mist, then there's a thing for you, I suppose. The guy who's crushed underneath here... hang on. Go over to this side of things. I just don't see. He got evaporated. Maybe. He may have fallen from the window. Yeah, that's possible. Oh, there's the cannonball. There's the cannonball. Yeah, didn't even dent it with your corpse, did he? But yeah, it's weird that there's just one corpse here, and then this guy would have been the guy who was... Was he the one who was crushed by the... crushed by it when it was pulled against the window. This one was pulled against the window. No, this one was pulled against the window and crushed that guy. And then this one was the one that fell back. It fired, actually, against the enemy, against the thing, and then crushed and bounced off of there, you know, with his skull as a little bit of a spring-loaded action. And then that guy's there. I just got 3 corpses here, right? And there's 4 dead. 2 there and 2 over there. And then you've got Tattoo Man who dies on the deck later. And Bosun Dude did not die. Ooh, we've got a weird door that is open up. Now, I've been back here, but it was too dark and I wasn't allowed to go out here anymore. Wow, this is just bones. Just bones. Alright, show me. I don't think that was the cannonball that was shot. It's just a ball lying in the ammo rack. Oh, somebody taking a shit? He was taking his shit the first to die in the attack, and that's why it was environmental retaliation. He was taking his shit off the side of things, and then the squid came and it crushed him against the... Huh? Holy goddamn. Wow. That'll teach you to not use the... I can understand why you wouldn't, though. You know, sitting next to a dude and your thighs are kind of touching each other. Who are you? E.S. The fellow who drew the picture. Well, that'll help us find him, huh? How many E.S.'s are there going to be in the crew manifest of 60? Anything interesting going on? This guy going, what the fuck is that? And you're... I don't know, somebody. You're that guy from James Bond with a hat that he kills people with its brim. And then all the way back here, no, I'm not done, I'm not ready, I need to do His shit attracted the Kraken. He's got strangled while shitting. Cause got strangled while shitting. It's like, what the fuck was that sound? Who is this and how did they die? Well, this unknown soul, E.S. E.S. Looking for E's and S's. Edward Spratt, artist. Let's just not, you know, jump on the first E.S. that's an artist that we find, because that would be, you know, too reasonable and realistic and fair. E.S., the artist. Edward Spratt, artist, did not meet an unknown fate. He had chronic constipation. Did you say he was strangled? He was crushed. Yes? By the beast. Against the ship, but crushed by a terrible beast. And they won't like qualify and verify that that happened that way unless I find 2 other people and, you know, I get that right too, and then they'll be like, ah, these are the ones you got right. But Edward Spratt, artist, crushed by a terrible beast. Indeed. It's like, what the fuck was that sound? And he squeezed the rest of the shit out of him too. Did you hear that? You heard the, you know, as he was dropping a deuce, and then as it grabbed him, you heard... Kraken literally strangled the shit out of him. Indeed he did. Alright, so that's a solve. I feel confident about that one. Oh god, but it's all shaking. It's all shaking. Alright, so from this point, where are we gonna go? What are we looking at now? Well, the dude on the bow was getting... shit beat? Oh, it's someone upstairs. How do I get upstairs again? Is it this side of things, or is it the... I guess it's the other side of things. It's a little bit, you know, it can turn you around when you're in the whole fucking darkness. Up the stairs. Do-do. Da-do. Da-do. Oh. This guy's just having a heart attack or something. Okay. Just like, giant kraken! I'm constipated. I know I don't need to point it in a certain direction, but it's interesting to see that they, you know, integrated that. It does point in the direction it's going to head to. So, from the point where the man was strangled, you know, to shit, then we can chase the white plume. Doodle-doo, doodle-doo, up the stairs, to the place that I just walked. I'll walk around. I'll follow you. I don't know why, except that it is kind of cool. So you over here, you're next to the rigging, and you're dead, but only in the memory. Somebody came along and cleaned him up.
Over my dead body, you bloody Dane. Huh? How's that?
There's no cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat.
Thought I'd forget. You killed my brother. What? That was an accident. The robes.
It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing.
Lies. I shouldn't have waited so long.
No, don't.
Aha! So here's the away mission. Here's the away mission. And before they got on the away mission, this fella, who is a bloody Dane, standing back there next to Mr. Top Hatman, okay, was killed by this fella, who's in perfect focus right now, for some reason. Well, because it's the drawing, you idiot. Oh, okay. But yeah. Right, for killing his brother, and it was the ropes, but this, we presume, we're going backwards in time, so this is before the guy got tangled in the ropes, right? You know, via the Kraken. Plus, they really wouldn't be doing this, probably, if they're doing the Kraken. This looks like a vicar. Hey, no, I need to see the vicar. God, even the picture, he looks like fucking Ward Cleaver, doesn't he? We found the guys that fell out of the boat. What a time to try to escape. I don't think that they were trying to escape. I think, well, maybe they were. Maybe they were escaping something else, huh? Or maybe they were escaping because they already knew about the beast. We'll have to find out. So, the Doom. Can I scroll the pages first off? So that's the first page of the Doom. So this is just before the Doom sets in. Who is this and how did they die? I don't know. But they seem to have been, I don't know if I'd call it stabbed. Decapitated? I mean, it was a neck strike. It was a neck strike. Eaten, electrocuted, expired, exploded, fell, froze. Illness, killed by the sword. It was more of a machete, wasn't it? They are a bloody Dane. Poisoned, shot, speared, spiked, strangled, struck, suicide, or torn apart. I wouldn't say struck. I mean, well, struck. No, definitely not struck. How would you describe this? Axed, burned, clawed, clubbed, crushed, decapitated, drowned, eaten, electrocuted, expired, exploded, fell, froze, illness, killed with the sword. I guess the dude is Danish. Look for Danish people. I wouldn't say knifed. You know, it's not a knife when it's a fucking machete. Killed by the sword by an unknown attacker. Yeah, I don't really know who the attacker is. He was the bosun's mate. Well, he's a Dane. No. The other one was a Dane. This unknown soul. Oh, England, Australia, France, England, America, Ireland, Australia, Poland, Scotland, England, Italy, England, Formosa. That's not a country. What are you talking about? India, Sweden, Wales, Ireland, England, Persia, Scotland, China, New Guinea, England, Russia, Denmark, Wales, India. Is that it? Did I miss anything? Who's the guy? Is it Lars Lindy of Denmark? Is that a Danish thing? Do they eat like sweets with cheese in them in there? Only one Danish guy. Apparently someone is gonna get struck by hooves. That will be funny. Shrug. Let's say that it's the Denmark. Denmark is a Dane, right? That's how that works? How do the Danish do? So Lars Lindy Seaman was killed with a sword by an unknown attacker. Yeah, an attacker whose name I do not know. The others who were present were you, so the vicar, and then this guy, and this guy's the killer, and he is just in perfect clarity. So yeah, we're supposed to be able to determine who he is now, too. Okay. Wow, there's a lot of them. Saber, says Noah Craw. What is a sword saber? What is a sword... Are you playing Jeopardy now? What is a sword saber? I don't know. It looked machetish to me, but maybe I saw what I wanted to see, huh? Over my dead body, you bloody Dane. How's that? There's no cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat. Thought I'd forget you killed my brother. That was an accident. The ropes. It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing. Lies. I shouldn't have waited so long. It was just the three of them. I thought there was a fourth there. I thought there was a fourth other than the vicar. I thought there was him, the guy who got stabbed, the guy who did the stabbing, and I thought there was a fourth. These scenes, might not be the game for me just because my memory is so shit. Go back to the scene so I can see. So there's the guy getting killed, the guy doing the killing. Yeah, see? There's you. Oh, 3 others were present. And you are that dude. Yeah, there you go. 3 guys falling from the boat, remember? Yeah. So you're dead, killed him because, you know, he's a bloody Dane. And then there's the 3 guys. This looks like, yeah, cowardly folk is what it looks like over there. And then, you know, crazy sumbitch over there. You don't have the tattoos or nothing, right? However, you do have a scar. I mean, it looks like it, doesn't it? Doesn't it look like a pretty prominent scar right there across? I mean, maybe he's just really, really cut. Or maybe he's been cut. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, no, that's not a sword at all. He's being clubbed. He's being clubbed. I thought it was a machete because of, you know, the angles and stuff I was looking at it from. But no, that's not a cutting instrument at all, is what that isn't. Is there anything else interesting here? What's the goat up to? Okay, good. Right, so let's fix that now, because it definitely wasn't a sword. I thought it was a sword. But it's, which means he wasn't so much, he was clubbed. Yeah, Lars Lindy Seaman was clubbed by an unknown attacker. I need to figure out who the fucking attacker is. I don't feel that I'm comfortable enough with all of these controls yet to really be able to do that. Go to the crew again, and then over here... And the clubber was this guy. And in the picture they're playing dice. He's pointing at this dude. Where's the bloody Dane? You know? Was he on the back there or something like that? Huh. Underway. This unknown soul met an unknown fate. Yeah, but you say I could figure out who he was. I don't remember seeing that hairline in any of the previous things. You know how I got these stars? That's what I thought. Want to know how I got these scars? Am I the only one dumbstruck with that Bane kind of scene? Firing squad at someone hanging from the ropes? Yeah, it's definitely fucked up. They shot him in the asshole and he's hanging, and then they kicked him overboard, I guess. I don't know. We're just gonna continue playing. I'm walking the hell out of this memory. It's been horrific enough for me for one day. Alright, out. Out. Oh, Jesus, we need another live stream break already? God, it's so enveloping. I absolutely love this. The Doom. That's it, we've completed the chapter. What the fuck is that? People who were almost killed and people who were killed? Or people who were killed and we know about them and people who we don't? 7 wayward souls disappeared during the events of this chapter. Their fates are cataloged here. Oh, but it's a new chapter! Oh, wait, no. No, this is the conclusion of the Doom. Aha. Is that how this works? So that's the stuff that we worked out a little bit, right? No, this is all the Doom, and then at the end of the Doom you get the conclusion of the Doom, and these are all the people who died and what went down with them. So this is a good way of like finding who you still need to figure out. Yeah? Because I note that Abigail is not in there because we got her, and she's been confirmed too, right? Yeah, because it's actually printed in there and not just written. See, I don't remember shit. It's been 2 hours. Come on. How am I going to remember anything? This unknown soul is torn apart by a terrible beast. I'm supposed to be able to know who this soul was, and I want to figure it out. I want to, like, work on trying to figure out some of these people. They say I can know who he is as well. Any person whose face is, you know, clear in the image. And I've got this guy, so that's one. Definitely. Lars Lindy, if I can figure out who his killer is, that will be 2, and I only need to get 3 of these things, you know? And then we can, they'll verify that, yes, those are the dudes. This guy was crushed by a loose cannon. Pierce, Chuck, what's his name? Bros, something. And then these 2, blasted with a cannon by a terrible beast. I don't know if that's going to fly, saying that the beast is the one who blasted them, but I didn't have a lot of options there, did I? I need to start looking at... Well, no, I don't. Do I? Do you think that... I don't know what a bosun is. I don't know what a bosun is. Go back to the map, just for a second. I want to see the ship. And I want to, you know, have a look at this, because... when we get down here into the... Alright, just use the mouse, for God's sake. I can't stop doing that. On the gun deck, midshipmen and stewards, the bosun and the bosun-yay, I'm going to say, and then the first, second, third, and fourth mate. So these are going to be like, they're just below captain's quarters, it's important. But we had several people here who died right down here, and it would make sense that the people who run the guns would sleep near the guns, ready to go. I mean, one of them's got a fucking gun in his bedroom. Maybe 2 of them do, as I'm looking at this, possibly. They've got guns in their goddamn bedrooms. So yeah, it would make sense that if you, you know, man the guns, then you live on the gun deck. So that's going to help me figure out who's a steward and who's a bosun and who's a bosun-yay. There's a glossary at the end. Yeah, does it tell me what bosun and bosun-yay mean? Q. Glossary. Bosun. Foreman in charge of general crew operations and the equipment required to sail the ship. That's got to be the guy with the funny hat, right? The bosun-yay, though. I'm going to guess just assistant to the bosun. Mate, gunner. Maybe we should look through the rest of the, well, let's see the mates. Officer, a tradesman that supports and assists their superior. General mates help to run the ship and serve at the captain's request. Tradesmen mates serve their superior. Ah, okay. We've got a surgeon. Ship's doctor in charge of crew health, capable of general care and medical procedures as required. Do we have a vicar? Because if we don't have a vicar, then maybe the dude carrying all the books was the surgeon. You know, because who's going to be the smartest guy, and who's going to be the guy with the, you know, something shoved up his ass? You know, the tight ass guy on this ship. He could have been also just a passenger, I suppose. Rigging, by the way, the network of ropes and chains supporting the mast and sails, sure. Topman, higher rated seaman specializing in work above the deck in the sails and rigging. Okay. Wait a second. Are the crews... yeah, you guys are listed in the crew manifest what your jobs were, right? Yeah. So, gunners and gunners mates and stuff is what we're looking for here. So we've got Christian Wolf from Austria and Olis Waiter, a gunner's mate. So we've got one gunner and we've got a gunner's mate. And then there were 4 of them down there. Would one of them be the, I don't know, the bosun, the bosun's mate? From France? I mean, the gunners are going to be 2 of the people who are down in the gunner area getting killed, right? And I'll tell you who I would guess to be, like, the guy with the tattoos on him. I was gonna say the Austria and Poland. I mean, you can have tattoos if you're from anywhere, but I just figured him to be Irish or Scottish. The gunner and the gunner's mate, though. Who's got the tattoos on him? Guy in charge? Christian Wolf? It's something that we will have to investigate when we come back from the live stream break. which means that I have to close the whole goddamn game in order to get there. Tab out, close the game, quit to title, and then quit, because that's just what we have to do. I'm sure Lucas Pope will be reviewing this live stream, and he'll see that and go, oh, okay, yeah, I need to do something about having the ability to move the mouse out of the window, don't I? Or at least to tab out, like other games will let you. It's fine. Running pawn. Yo, okay, so someone that works with the ropes is probably a top man, right? So if the guy killed the Danish man, the guy who killed the Danish man because his brother fell from the ropes, look for someone with a matching last name to one of the topmans, and you got your killer. Hey, that is a good method. Yeah, because his brothers. So you'd find brothers on the ship. Right. And then you kind of got to figure out which one of them is the living and which one's the dead, because the dead has died. But that's a good lead anyway, to figure out, like, okay, it's going to be one of these two dudes by name. And then if one of them is one that works on the ropes and the other one doesn't, if one of them's a topman and one of them's something else, yeah, there's some deduction. We can work with that, which we will do when we come back from this 7-minute live stream break. I am the Ronin Pawn. Don't go anywhere. Pawn not out.
The streets of Salem were a terrifying sight. The witches dancing with the demons in the night. Their evil minions watch the town while it's in bed. Wish 'em dead, wish 'em dead, wish 'em dead. Old Reverend Paris knew that something was amiss. He felt the evil from a spiritual abyss. He knew the time had come to purify the town. Hunt 'em down, hunt 'em down, hunt 'em down. No time was wasted in assembling a squad. This pitchfork army on a mission sent from God. No witch was safe from Reverend Paris's brigade. Their crusade, their crusade, their crusade. Call the magistrate and don't you wait another minute, 'cause this town is going to hell if we don't put away the sinning. And we got no time to let a jury have their turn. Let 'em burn, let 'em burn, let 'em burn.
Let 'em burn. I am the Ronin Pawn, and welcome back to twitch.tv/Ronin Pawn livestream on twitch.tv/Ronin Pawn.
The damned were crammed into a carriage on the square. Their faces battered and their bodies all were bare. The Reverend led them to an isolated hill. Time to kill, time to kill, time to kill.
Is that gonna work? It worked! Oh my god, and perfect timing just for the Obra Dinn music to kick in. Welcome back to Return of the Obra Dinn. We return to the Return of the Obra Dinn. Begin and back in. We've been here for 2 hours, 2 minutes, 8 minutes, and we got 3 fates solved in 2 hours and 2 minutes. Put me back in. So we are on the hunt for a pair of brothers in the crew manifest to see if we can narrow down who it is that killed the soul who stands before me now. Good Mr. Whatever is, well, it was this guy, wasn't it? Yeah, no, I actually know that. You taught me that earlier. Lars Lindy, good Lars Lindy. Who was his murderer is what we need to know. And if we go to the crew manifest, we're looking for a pair of brothers, so same last name. And the thing is, I could definitely see many people having, you know, the same last name and being brothers on a ship such as this, but Jesus, it's gonna be kind of hard. You guys keep your eyes out for doubles, because I'm gonna be doing that, but God, there's a lot of names to just scroll through. Yes, we've got Chow Tan and Hoksang Lao, so we've definitely got some Formosans on. I don't know what a Formosan is. Moss stands out as a name to me. I'm just letting my brain do the work. Hopefully somebody will pop, you know, one of these names will stick out and I'll be like, oh, there's another Lindy. Was there another Lindy? No, that was the Lindy we just looked at. There's another Syed. No, it wasn't an Indian. Yom Brennan Booth, O'Hagan, Shirley Peters. We wanted to look at Topman because somebody who died in the rigging. So we've got Ghoul, Bootman, Lee, Zhang, Hong, Lee. Really? There's quite a few Chinamen doing the topman, managing the rigging apparently. Botter ill. I can say that because I'm just in character. Chinaman. So likely people then were looking for Ghoul, Butament, Walker, Botteriel, Volkov. Formosia is pretty much Taiwan before it became Taiwan. Oh, okay. Did the guy look Asian accent? I think he was English, so that narrows it down. Yeah, it didn't seem like it was, yeah. In terms of, like, accents and thing, we didn't hear Persia. I wasn't paying that close of attention, but probably not a Scot. Probably English, so we're looking for Botterlil or Walker. I'm gonna go up from there and look for, you know, repetition on that. Botterlil or Walker. Just looking for repeats. Not seeing it. Botterlil or Walker. Hey, there they are! Yeah, it's because you're looking at them again, aren't you? Well, am I yet? No, there they are. Botterlil and Walker. I may see any duplicates as of yet. Because I don't. Rewatch the scene, says Noah Craw. We shall do, but come on. Come on, surely they're brothers, so they gotta have the last name, right? They don't necessarily have to have accents either, I suppose. Who else have we got? We got Ghoul, Butament, he doesn't have to be a topman either. That's an assumption we're making. Volkov, Ghoul, and Budiment are also possibilities. Volkov, Ghoul, and did I just see a guy named Abraham Akbar? You may have. Ghoul, fucking Walker, and Volkov. This is hard. Bool and Volkov and Bool. Bool and Volkov and Bool. Bool is Volkov. Volkov is Bool. Bool is a man. Bool is a man? Have you seen that film? Have you seen Ace Ventura, Pet Detective? This isn't helping. I don't see any duplicates. At least I don't see any duplicates when we're looking for top men. I see two last names that are the same. It says, well, you can just tell me. Oh, well, yes, Witterell, the captain and his wife. But if you see two others, Nichols, Perry, Davies, Smith, Gibbs, Sefton, Wolf, Weater, McKay, Dalton, Spratt, Witterell again for his wife, Packwag, Jackson, Bird, Lynn, Shatan, Lau, Southdown, Paul, Moss. Was Moss a duplicate? Milroy, Galligan, Anderson, James, Herstig, Ghoul. Ghoul was one of the top men that I was looking at. That's why it's stuck in your head. And Budiment was also one of them. Nikashim, Toporov, Peters, Lind, Naples, Rejub, Akbar, Wasim, Syed, Diom, Brennan, Booth, O'Hagan, Shirley, and Peters. I didn't catch it. Maybe they're brothers from another mother. They have to be brothers from a different father is what it would have to be if things go the way that they're supposed to be. Watch the scene again, though, was suggesting. Peters? Were there two Peterses? Yes, play it. Play it again.
Over my dead body, you bloody day. How's that?
There's no cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat.
Before I forget, you killed my brother. What? That was an accident. The robes.
It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing.
Lies. I shouldn't have waited so long.
No, don't.
Lies. You killed my brother. With a V, with two V's, maybe even three. They were lies, and you killed my brother. Bloody, so definitely English. You bloody Dane, and you killed my brother. Definitely an Englishman. Fucking hell. Fucking hell's bells, eh? I mean, later on, if we continue the story, we'll see someone who got killed in the rigging, and it was an accident, and there were two people there, and that will help out a little bit, but god damn it. I'd love to do something on this chapter before we get away from it. We found one person on this chapter, but it was a gimme. It was the fucking artist of the map. No, back into the book. Lord Linda was clubbed by an unknown attacker. If we go to unknown attacker, it should bring up who they are again, and we can scroll through it again. We're talking about an Englishman here. You said, Peters, that you saw possibly two Peterses. So I'm looking for Peterses now. You see any Peters? Peters, where are you, Peters? Nathan Peters, right there. We've got a Nathan Peters. Not seeing another one on that screen, and I didn't see one. And Samuel Peters. So there's a seaman and a seaman. They're both from England. It's Samuel and it's Nathan. We don't know which is which, but it's 48 and 60 Samuel Peters. In fact, this is the sort of game that you want to make notes, isn't it? So let's get out the pad and say, oh, Jesus. One of the Peterses, 48 and 60, the Peterses, killed, good ship Lollipop, killed Lars Lindy, and Lindy kind of killed the other one. Not exactly, though. It was an accident, but his brother's rather pissed. But you caught it right there. It was the Peterses. Good one. There's no nailing that down, though. I could just guess, but the thing is, I wouldn't know whether I had guessed correctly unless we have three of them lined up correctly. Now, we've got the artists. That's one. If I guessed at this one, I could guess either way, and that would give me another. But we need a third, or else guessing is unnecessary. It wouldn't help. In fact, we'll do it right now just to confirm that. Samuel Peters, nothing happens, and then the other fella, Nathan Peters, nothing happens. So it's going to be one of them, but we're not sure which. I'm just going to put it back to unknown. Okay, you've got me stuck into weird half accents now. This isn't good. It was one of the Peterses with a club on the main deck. We playing Clue? The Peterses with a club on the main deck, next to the mizzenmast in the library. Who else have we got in this? Oh shit, that's wrong. I did that. I just shouldn't have done that. Get me. Okay, back to you, and then just page at a time. This is the beginning of the doom. Who else? So we've got ES. I feel good. Crushed by a terrible beast. He was definitely just splatted. That's definite. This unknown soul was crushed by a loose cannon, and it doesn't suggest that we would be able to determine who this unknown soul is, nor does it determine who these two unknown souls might be. However, they suggest that I do have enough information now if I were a smarty every day in order to find out, who you were. What's happened here? Sir, loose cannon. She's heeling over. Find your footing. So, I mean, from what little we have, if we're building this on assumptions, he doesn't sound like he's not in charge of anything. We know that. So he wouldn't be like the gunman. He could be the second gunman, but I feel like maybe he's even just a fellow who came down in the emergency. I was actually quite surprised when we were looking through, we click on here, this unknown soul, we were looking through the list, how few gunmen we have. Where are they? Midshipman, ship steward, passengers, gunner, and a gunner's mate, rather. He could be a gunner's mate. If we listen to the audio again, we could try and pick out whether he's from Austria or Poland. We could try and pick out actually where he's from. The audio is going to help us quite a bit. How do I do that? How do I get to, watching your scene? If I click on you, and then I click on this, I click on this, I click on these, no. How is it that I get in there? What's the easiest way to do that? Location of the corpse was down there. I guess we'll go back to the corpse and we'll just have a listen to it. Gunner's mate would make sense, yeah. Gunner's mate more than anything, because he's definitely not in charge of anything, so he wouldn't be the gunner. But he could have just been a guy who came down. I mean, there's only 2 people who are supposed to be manning who are the gunners specifically. And yet there were, 4 of them down there at least that were supposed to be manning the guns, and then some other people ran down when shit started hitting the fan, is how I've read the scenario. You are the guy. Listen carefully. Sir, loose cannon! Loose cannon, sir! I gotta get out there and save Donkey from Sir... what's his face? Scott? Scottish? Sir! Loose cannon! Scott? I'm thinking Scott for that. This was early on though, wasn't it? This guy died early on, so he was already there. Yeah, he's definitely, yeah, it's very possible. But the 2 options that we had there they weren't Scots. They were not Scots for the gunner. Where are you? Gunner, Austria and Poland. Neither of them are from Austria or Poland. I'm sorry. Now the other people who are supposed to be sort of in this area are bosuns and bosun's mate. That's where they live. Also from Austria and France. So that's not going to be it. Let's look at specifically the Scots. So we've got a purser, Duncan McKay, and his not knowing what he's supposed to be doing, and the thing comes loose and he stands behind it and dies, and also, sir! That could be, he could be the purser and he's not supposed to really be there. Yeah, maybe the purser, it's the captain's. Oh, God. Let's look for Scots. Any more Scots? He's the only Scot. I mean, I'm not good with Scots and with the Scottish and Irish with the difference. I could hear them as the same sometimes, but I'm going to take a guess and say the purser, Duncan McKay. I don't actually know what a purser is either. So let's actually investigate that since we've got the resources to do so. Let's go to the glossary, And tell me what a purser is. Administrative official, accounts for all cargo value and trade transactions, manages a small items store for the crew. He really shouldn't be there, but then again, shit has hit the fan. Fit has shit the fan, and also, Fit has shit the fan. Also, he didn't seem to know what he was doing that well. He would be higher up, wouldn't he? You would think, but again, it's an emergency situation. He's the only Scot that I heard. I mean, we could look at the Irish as well. Sir! Loose cannon! You know, you got 3 words to try and decide whether that's an Irish or a Scottish accent. He wouldn't call someone sir. He would be, no, I mean in the ranks. Oh, he wouldn't be to call someone sir. I don't think the purser is very high on administrative official, though. I don't know. Yeah, you've got a point there. Can I go back to him if I just keep hitting escape? That's beautiful. Good fucking design. Duncan McKay, let's look at some of the Irish then as well. Because we've got the butcher, Meal O'Farrell, which would be down there because we saw that there was a bit of a galley sort of a thing going on as well, so it could be him. I still feel better about him being a Scot than anything. Ireland. Was there another one? No, there wasn't. So back down. Sorry. Just jumping around. You're like, what the fuck? No. And Patrick O'Hagan, also from Ireland. I would see him just being a general seaman sooner than I would see the cook running over to man the guns. So I'm thinking Patrick O'Hagan, or the purser. We don't even know if he was manning the cannon, so he could have just been passing by and noticed this loose cannon, which is why he called it out. Yeah, that's a bit of a stretch. They got to give us something to work with, Noah. The problem is, the only way to be sure of any of this, as far as I know right now, would be to guess, and then guess on the other 2. Now, we know the other 2, though, are going to be one of those guys. So if we sit on the purser, and we know that he was crushed by a loose cannon, and we go back to the other guys, then we can test the 3 likelies, the 2 likelies and the third sort of outside dude. So if I step back to you, sir, Lars Lindy was clubbed by an unknown attacker. We're going to guess at one of the brothers, and we'll go with Samuel Peters. Samuel Peters is who he was clubbed by, and then if that were right, then it would have said, okay, you got that right. So we'll try the other brother, the other Peters, which was a 42. No, what was he? He was a 48. Nathan. And it didn't lock it in. So that's not the guy then for us. I wonder if this is how, the game is meant to be played. Just guess and then process of elimination. Back out first. You need to confirm first, no? Confirm what? We don't even know if he was manning the cannon. He was just been passing by, which is why he called it out. Yeah, that's possible. I think we just keep trying these different names. So we tried Duncan McKay. Next most likely would be Patrick O'Hagan. Okay, so now we go back and we switch brothers and we see if that gives us a you did it. So back over to Lars Lindy Seaman was clubbed by Nathan Peters. Yeah, no, that's right. I'm just getting my names are all torn over. So try Samuel. Nope. That's not it. So we'll go to the one who I said seems least likely to, in my mind. Patrick O'Hagan. No, we wanted the other Irishman, which was near the top, wasn't he? The butcher. Seems odd that the butcher would be down there doing that, but it's definitely his galley is down there, and he is Irish, so that doesn't not make sense. It just seems like a stretch for the butcher to grab a cannon and go at it. But then again, all fit is hitting the shan. So you weren't clubbed by Lars Peters. You'd have to be. Wait, who do I got in? Samuel Peters. The other Peters brother, Nathan. No. It's not liking either of these. Now, I feel we're onto the right track with these 2 brothers. They're the only people with the same last name. It's got to be one of those who did the killing and was killed. Lars Lindy is the name of the seaman. We gathered that based off of... what? Because he was a Dane, so we put him in Denmark. Yeah? Do we feel confident about that? Yeah, but he definitely has that accent, the Scot-Irish kind of an accent. Emil O'Farrell, crushed by a loose cannon. Are there any that I've missed? Is there anything else that it could have been? I mean, he shouted in a very strong accent. And we tried the purser, and we went back and forth on both of them, so it's not him. Well, unless we screwed something else up. It could also be just an oversight on my part for, you know, switching the things in the wrong order. I wouldn't not say that. Could also have picked up an accent somewhere where he doesn't belong anyway. Check what memories the guy crushed by the cannon was. Check out all the memories that he's associated with. Okay, let's just go back through this. Wales for Paul Moss. Ireland, Samuel. Oh, wait. Here's another Irishman that we didn't try. If he was the second mate's steward. That would make sense. Crushed by a loose cannon. I go with that. I could get on board for that. And then if it wasn't Nathan Peters, then it's got to be Samuel. Shit. This is the 1800s, though. All English pirates sounded Scottish. That's true. That's true. Check what memories the guy crushed by the cannon was associated with. How does one do that again? We go to you, and then one memory. Perish the first memory and the perished in the doom. Bookmark all the memories. It's just one, though, so it's just going to be this one, right? Yeah, there's nowhere to go. So, first memory perished in the doom, part 1. Show memories on deck map depicted in Justice at Sea sketch. Let's see where he stood there. So he's back there. Weird how he looks in... Oh, so that's a little X they draw. I'm like, what the hell's the things going across his shoulder? Oh, you guys can't even see it. It's just a little bit off screen. He's just next to the guy in the top hat standing there. Not really anything to see. Yeah. Lars Lindy. Clubbed by S. Peters. Well, we don't know that, though, do we? We're not sure of that. Back to you. Back out. Oh, you pulled the chat off. Yeah, okay. Hang on. So if we go back to... How'd I do that? That's him. I mean, we showed him from here, though, and it was one memory and then depicted in Justice at Sea sketch, which is there. So now you can see more or less what we're looking at. Doesn't seem like a lot of information. We got 4 people firing the guns. I could take a guess at this fella, though. Let's look at you. Let's go to... Let's bookmark your memories. And then pull back to the book. And then for you... Have I bookmarked your memories? No. You're off? Okay. So go to where that guy is. Let's see, because there's other people who we might be able to nail down, and that would give us one that's like, okay, we got that. Samuel Galligan. So this guy was present for the death of him. Apparently he was the guy in the other room going, what the fuck was that? In this one, Samuel Galligan's second mate steward was crushed by a loose cannon. So he's there with us in that one. Wait, which cannon crush are you? Are you the guy we keep looking at? Yeah, you're the guy we keep looking at. Oh yeah, we were trying to determine his identity. Jesus Christ, my brain. So this guy, they say that I could figure out, and he was present there as well. On the main deck, he was present for her death as well, huh? Okay. How do I jump? Can I jump into these memories from the book? Probably not, huh? Alright, jump me out of the book. Yeah. Yeah, there's him being killed. And then... Is one of you Captain Boy? No, neither of you are the guy who I think might be a pretty important dude. Yeah, this is the pretty important dude. And you're down there. And you... are just going, oh, shit. Either that or you're really concerned that you lost your Batleth. Yes. Maybe he's a Klingon. He looks it, doesn't he? He looks it a bit. He's Klingonish. I mean, he's well-dressed at all times. He's standing next to the captain at the attack and things. This guy is definitely like fucking second mate. Or something. I'm certain of it. Second or third mate. Probably second mate. How do we get out of this memory? I forget. Ah, there's the door. Door in the back. It's just a bookmark shape around his face in the bottom of the bookmark, so it happened to touch his skull. Yeah, that little crossover. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Do I have him as a person who's died yet, though? To identify? Disappearances. Because I keep losing track of what the fuck's going on here. No, he's not even a person who I get to identify. As of yet. God damn it, I think we just gotta keep playing the game. Because I feel a little bit stuck. Does anybody else feel a little bit stuck? So let's go back up to the top here. Unless they, like, hold me here and they're like, no, you have to solve something in order to move on. We did you... we've looked at you. You were torn in half. Sure. These are the guys that were killed by the captain and whatnot. And we can start actually, like, drawing connections between who these fellas are and who attacked the captain by looking at those memories. Actually, the guy with the tattoos, he was in that memory you guys pointed out, yeah? There's also doors that I should be able to unlock that I haven't looked in yet. For example, have I gone in here? I have, or not, one of those things. If I go on in here, open it, for Christ's sake. No dead in here as of yet. Yeah, I think I want to go back to the captain's memory and actually see the one where the guy is... where he's running up here. Yeah, which would have been the first one. So take me back to this guy. I actually don't know where I'm supposed to go, even if there's like more deaths and stuff. Yeah, okay. So is that you, Mr. I've got a bunch of tattoos, man? Oh, shit, no, that's not what I meant. Zoom ya. No. No, he's someone else. The tattooed guy. Who are you? You're just a dude in a hat. And you. We already know who this guy is? We already determined him, and I forgot. Yeah, he was the first mate or something, wasn't he? And the captain and all that shit. Yeah, I'm walking back out. Ramon, I feel like the guys you found at the beginning will be the last ones you identify through sheer process of elimination by finding all the other people first. What, the tattoos guy got ripped in half by the Kraken? Don't you remember? Yeah, I remember. Oh, yeah, so that would have been after. That would have been after, so that rules that out. So I can look at you again and see about your whole ripping in half bit. Yeah. Ooh, he stabbed it. Look at that. I didn't notice that before. He at least got his licks in, you know? You got one in there. You were present at his death. Good for you. That's a poll. It's just random dude at this point. Nobody who I'm caring about. You, dude with hat, also not someone who I'm that interested in. The bosun, you haven't died yet, so I just keep saying he's the bosun. You, yeah. Yeah, I feel like backed against a wall here. I don't know that I've got... They say I've got things to solve, murders and whatnot. Oh, I can go look at you then. Before I do... Dude in another hat in the scene standing behind them, right. I figured him to be someone important because he seemed to be overseeing the shooters in that scene. And then there's the three guys out there. Not having such a good day anymore, are you? That's what you get for murdering the Dane. Bitches. You. Go down this hole. The fuck? Okay, so this is the explosion. So are they suggesting that this guy exploded and then he fell back here, and that was his body? I gotcha. You were very interesting to me, I remember. Oh, you're the dude who looks like a Native American, at least to my eyes. I mean, everything is a little bit out of focus and everything. And this situation was also quite interesting, wasn't it? Like, he's tied to him. Well, no, he's holding on to him. These are definitely topmen, then. Well, definitely is a relative term in this game. But they're both, you know, they're using rigging. This guy's definitely going to be a topman because he's already, like, strapped in and shit. You're strapped in and around and... Oh, so you have strapped yourself to him. Okay. You strapped yourself to him and then it's around the netting and... Oh, alright. Probably both topmen. Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know where to go here. Who else was present? This was the, Oh, this is the guy with the tattoos. He's come up top now. He's pissed. He's pissed after, you know, all the people died downstairs. Oh, he's not a happy boy anymore. Not a happy camper. And here's the guy in the bosun's hat. Right? And then behind you was someone else who barely managed to survive. The guy who does the shooting, yeah. Or who oversees the shooting later in that scene. But you're the guy with the tattoos. This is a guy that they keep telling me you could identify who he is. You could figure out who this guy is supposed to be. If he's on deck, and there's some shouting going on, I've just been listening for him and him. I wonder if he's doing any shouting at this point. Because we could try and figure out his, nationality. Ronan Pullen, look in the lower deck. You didn't check out the lower deck in the explosion scene. I didn't check. I thought I tried to walk past it and I couldn't. Yeah, I can't. I can't. Don't let me down. Unless I try and, like, break some walls and stuff. But no, I'm not allowed to walk down there. This is the guy, though. We trace all of his movements. He's ripped in half after this. So he comes up, he's got the sword, he wedges the sword into the tentacle of the beast after the beast grabs him. This guy explodes. The guy's holding him back. In the scene after that where this guy is being grabbed and torn apart, I don't remember where, actually. If I could back out of the scenes, that'd be great. Yeah, there is a door here where you could back out of the scenes. But, you know, I mean back out of them. I backed out of it. I definitely did. So we're back on this dude again. I want to see that again and listen carefully for accents. So those screams were definitely in a Welsh accent. I have no fucking clue. There's no audio to be heard there. This is the, one of our Chinamen, probably one of the top men then, because we had a lot of top men who were Asiatic, Oriental, whereas this fella, I don't know, American. I'm gonna say you're an American because you got that weird thing going on that I have no idea. And then there's you and you. You just did all of this one. Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to. You keep going around in circles. Maybe you'll put something together eventually. So you're being torn in half up there. Whilst this guy is making a rush for something. Who are you? It's your ass is what you are. You're right. You're... Give me a side. You're nobody in particular. But boy, you are making a run for something. What are you doing right now? Who was the guy who was like caught up in the rigging in the last one? Who was holding on to the other dude who recently exploded. Because this is after the explosion. And he was running up from back here? Oh, have I got my sides of the ship spun round? Which side is the side that you walk down on? Oh, I'm very confused. I'm very confused. Who was holding on to the rigging? You've been hiding this whole time. I don't think I noticed him before with the gun. Maybe at the first time I looked. And there he is again with the hat. If he would just die already, I got a pretty good idea of who you are. But you're not dead. Well, you have to be dead. You have to be dead. Because everybody's gonna die after this. And I started from the back, and he's gotta be dead, right? I can figure out who the fuck you are. I just don't remember how you died. Just don't... he came from lower deck, so he's not a topman. I don't know which guy you're talking about right now. Oh, the Asian dude? You think that he came from the lower deck while he was holding his pots? He was one of those guys? I mean, the reality of the situation is, I will, you know, you gotta assume that the game is gonna try and help you with that kind of stuff so that you can make logical conclusions, but the reality of the situation is, you know, not everybody is doing the job all the time, you know? They're not always going to be upstairs. Oh, hello. What about you? Yeah, you're that guy again. And then there's this one. Let's do it one more time, having seen the position of everybody. I'm curious as to... I want to know who the guy was that had the rigging and which one of them he is here. Because there's, like, the rope. I mean, if we assume that that's, like, the rope that he was holding... It was strung across there before the explosion. I assume him to be one of these guys, but I've just lost track. I can't really... My brain doesn't hold on to things very well. The game seems to think he's very important. You're the Native American looking dude. And I don't know which one of them he was in the beginning. It doesn't help me anyway figure out who this guy is. Let's go into the book and flip around. Who's the fucking dude in the hat? Go to the beginning, okay? Go to the crew, the picture, and it's this one, this picture, and it's you. No? It's the one, it's you. Unknown, 4 memories. You're still alive. He's still alive. Right? It might be a good idea to note down the page number of the people and write down everything we know about them. Well, you get on it. He's still alive. Because we're going from the end toward the beginning, and this guy's been in every fucking scene, and we have not found a corpse. This guy is alive. Like, I've got a good idea that, you know, he's one of the mates, at the very least. 5, the hats are ranked officers, Sister Macian. Right. But he's not dead yet. We don't have a page that we can go to deal with him. I don't think. I haven't seen it. So this guy's still alive. So we do have a survivor. But that doesn't help me because I can't push the game forward by figuring out who you were. Now, in the other scene up here, our dude in the tattoo is there. Just having a drink back there on the underway. So, this unknown soul was torn apart by a terrible beast. I've got no information about, like, his accent that would give me any idea. I mean, the fact that he's covered in these weird tattoos could be something. But it could just be I'm a fucking pirate, or rather I'm on a ship, so I've got a bunch of weird fucking tattoos. But if we were looking for someone based on their, where they come from, who would have a bunch of weird tattoos and stuff, I don't know. I'm stretching now. From New Guinea, Maba. Maybe I'm not reaching. Maybe I'm not reaching. It's also the Sierra Leone. He's got they're not just like, ship and pirate kind of tattoos. They're like concentric rings. They seem like they've got something more going on. Like you would have those tattoos for a reason that wasn't just like, I'm a pirate, so I drew a bunch of weird concentric rings all over my body. I think this is Maba. And he's a topman. And yeah, he was down in the hold trying to shoot the cannons and stuff like that, but like I say, not everybody is going to be where they're supposed to be stationed all day long, all night long, and especially when shit hits the fan. We've only got 2 gunmen, and we had 5 of them down there working on the thing. Cheer 5, a lieutenant? Crew manifest, says Dramatian. He's definitely an officer, but it won't help me to figure out who he is at this point. I don't think. Because I don't... Well, if he's still alive, then I can note that, can't I? Maybe it would. There's a chapter between this one and the last chapter, remember? The one that's left out? We didn't see the guy in the last chapter, so we could assume he dies in the second to last one, but then again, there is an alive option. So we're not going purely from the end to the beginning? I guess we do need an explanation for why, you know, people are trying to kill the captain at the end. I didn't note what chapter number we were on. That seems plausible, Maba as a top man. I'm going to leave it like that for now. Torn apart by a terrible beast. And if we go back into the book... Yes, Jesus Christ. The sounds, huh? If we go back into the book and we try and find our way back to... Oh, look, there's a number of chapters. We got the end and then the doom. We're not going purely back. We got a bargain and we got an escape. If we go back to the doom... and we scroll through, well, yeah, that's the button. Lars Linde was clubbed by Samuel Peters. If I manage to get Maba correct, just by guessing due to his tattoos, then this would unlock something if I changed this to Nathan Peters and Nathan was the murderer. Fucking A! Nailed it! So now we know who the non-murderer is. So... 48 killed Peters. Maba was torn apart by a terrible beast. Ugh. Yeah. Was he shooting the cannons? He could have been getting ammunition. Yeah, he could have been doing anything down there. It was a horrible time for everyone. Yeah, I got an achievement and everything. Finally, we made some progress. Fucking hell. Okay. So now, does that guy die, though? Do we have the registered death of the other dude? We don't, do we? The other brother. So, first off, let me just confirm by going back to... Well, go over here and then to the chapter list. Go back to the Doom. And which brother was it? Because I was just kind of switching back and forth. Lars Linde was clubbed by Nathan Peters. Nathan Peters was... I think he was 48. So the other Peters brother... would be the one who was killed earlier. So we'll bear that in mind. We got him, so we've nailed those 2 pages. We don't know about you. We don't know about you two, really. Samuel Galligan, second mate steward, was crushed by a loose cannon. That was all guessing to figure out who he was based on his accent. And we went through all the Irishmen and the Scots that we could find, because he definitely had an Irish or a Scot accent. Yeah, it's gotta be, you know, the accent wouldn't lie. This game isn't gonna give you things that don't make sense. And we got Moba, and we've got her. Alright. Alright, who is this? What fate befell them? Oh, God, he was important, wasn't he? Who is this? What fate befell them? Oh. Wait, are these people, like, maybe who... Oh. I remember that hairline. I don't remember who he was. 2 memories. First memory, and he disappeared in the Doom. Disappeared in the Doom. Oh, well, those are the pages that he's on, is it? 2 memories. First memory was on the main deck with Lars Linde. Are you the guy who did the killing? If I go over here... So that's definitely like the guy I keep calling the vicar. This is our victim. And then this... This would be the other brother? Peters, that's Nathan. Yes, he is. That's the other brother. Maybe. I think. So this unknown soul... Ooh. This is a deduction rating. Okay. A higher rating means that it will be more difficult to deduce this person's identity. Focus on the easily deduced identities first and leave the more difficult ones for later. Oh, so they say that this guy's kind of hard to figure out who he is. I think we're pretty happy with him being Samuel Peters. Or... Yeah, 'cause 40... Nathan... Well, which one did the killing and which did the other one? Ah, goddammit. I thought Nathan was the one who did the killing. This is Nathan. So Samuel did the killing? Christ almighty. Nathan Peters. We don't know about his fate, anyway, because that's going to come later. Well, actually, all three of them were in that ship. If I wanted to guess right now, I could say he drowned. By an unknown attacker, by a beast. I guess we could say that. Samuel was already dead in an earlier chapter, remember? No. No, I don't remember. Wait, okay. I don't remember which name goes with which dude, you know? I don't remember that Nathan or Samuel. I was just flipping back and forth between 48 and 60. I literally wrote 4860 Peters killed Lars Lindy. Does he want chat to spoil, says Rafan. He does not want chat to spoil. I want to actually look at that scene again. Just so that I can know what the fuck's going on, because you people are just... Oh, God, what's going on? Shit! Walk me out of here, because these aren't the scenes I want. I want the guy who was murdered on the deck. Samuel was the one that fell off the ropes. Nathan blamed the Danish guy for the death of Samuel, which is why he killed him. Okay. I'll trust you, by which I mean I'm gonna go watch it again, and just feel better about it. You, sir. Talk to me.
Let me on.
Oh, Jesus. Wrong button.
How's that?
Yeah. It's definitely the other brother. And the odds that he drowned are pretty fucking good, because we see this ship with 3 guys left in it. This guy's dead now. We see a ship with 3 guys that is exactly this side being thrown up in just the later scene. So the odds are that they were drowned. Can't really confirm that, but probably. So I think we've just nailed that in the book, you know? The odds are with us for, at the end of this chapter, saying that, well, wait, actually the other thing that I wanted to look at, just to confirm that for myself, he was killed by Nathan Peters. So this would be Nathan that we're talking about over here. Nathan, come here. Come here, Nathan. That's Nathan. Yeah, Nathan Peters, that's him. And he was probably drowned by a terrible beast. He was definitely knocked out of the boat by a terrible beast. Did he drown? Did he climb back aboard? I don't know. But that's what we're going to say for now. So I feel happy about that. What else do you want me to solve? Or are there just more bodies that I can go and find and we can progress the game without them? This fella... has a 2-star rating on trying to figure out who he was. And again, the whole deal with this guy... go ahead and clear the bookmarks if you don't mind. This guy had a very strong Scottish or Irish accent, he did. I'm going to go listen to it one more time, because other than that, we've gotten all the people that they suggest we could nail in this chapter, haven't we? We've done Lars Lindy, we've done the wife, we've done the map maker. Those 3 we can't. This is the only guy who stands out that we can't actually solve. Well, that the game suggests we can't actually solve. Is there anyone else you think that I could figure out? You think I could figure out who this guy is? This unknown soul met an unknown fate? And this unknown soul met an unknown fate? You think I've got a chance at that with a 2-star rating? Snowman Olaf, cheering 5, good night, beautifully minded people. Oh, thank you, Snowman Olaf. You have a good night. Remember the faces, note them down as drowned even if you don't know the names. That's not a bad idea. Ice Cream, note down the other 2 people in the boat as drowned too. Yeah, can I... Let's see, so if we go back to the event that we're on... Just get me out of the book. And then... you, sir. Okay, go to you. Wait, shit. You had me zoomed in on him, and then I don't know the controls completely yet. Where's the vicar? Where is he? It was you, right? You're the vicar. Just pop me back out so I can make sure. Boom. You're the vicar. This unknown soul. You don't have sufficient information to determine his identity. We'll await further clues. But we've got a fair good idea that he was probably drowned by a terrible beast. And, god damn it, it's not escape, it's tab to get out of it. You, no. You, yeah, the controls are, no, what did I do? Like that, and that's you, and you were also probably drowned by a terrible beast, by just a terrible, terrible beast. Whoever the fuck you are. Anyway, now, these two guys in the book, back here, in the summation of the Doom chapter that they say, you know, they've got them outlined, so it's like, I mean, I just nailed this 3, so I've got to be able to nail one of these 2s. Well, maybe not. So you're in 3 memories, disappeared in the Doom. Right, but that's just the page we're on. First memory. Show memories on depth map. Depict this Injustice at Sea sketch. Bookmark the memories. Bookmark the memories for me. Let's go track down the Chinaman. Not that we really know what his fate would have been. I don't think. How am I going to determine anything about this? You're lying. How could I possibly? Yes, whoops caps. No, half of the fun of this game is figuring stuff out. Well, helping me figure out the interface will help. Because, goddamn, it's not necessarily easy. Go to the places where he was. So, he appears when she dies. Oh, I haven't looked at that or thought about that in an age. Let's go look at when she dies. Throwing the mouse around with that da-da-da-da. Alright, let's go look at her death once more. It was on the deck. There was a lot of fucking people around, and I was just learning the mechanics. Well, it was sort of pushing me off into another memory, and I don't feel like I explored very much, and also I didn't recognize anybody as of yet. But her body, moved post-mortem, is over here. Very dramatic twirl. Is it you, sir? Oh, you're dragging the ripped in twain body off deck, and that's how we got to that memory to start with. Understood, but I want you. You're on the back there, and you're still blurry in the picture, I think. Where's my Chinaman? No. Definitely not you. Although I like that oh, wow. So I could guess a few things about how that goes. Well, no, maybe you stabbed it and then it released and then he got away. There's our, you know, second captain. The guy who should have been the real captain, if you ask me. You're my guy. No? No, you're not. Okay, where the fuck's the other dude? The bosun. Well, I keep calling him the bosun because of the hat. Can't go up there. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Is that my guy? Doesn't look like he's going to have a good day, I'll tell you that. You know, some of these bodies are going to be lost at sea. That looks like one of them. And I can't go up there. Interesting way of blocking me from going up there, by the way. Lady in the back and her daughter. Sure, the two of you. Don't really need to know. They say the Asian fella is in this one. Have I stumbled on him? She said a name. She said a name. Hey, didn't he say, like, come back here so that'd be the guy in shelter? Wouldn't it? Where's that fucking guy? Who are you, by the way? You're the dude, yeah. We got you. Did she say a name? I will look at the transcript, but I still don't understand. Is this my guy that I'm looking for? He looks different, and he's still blurred out. They said he was in this memory, unless he's that guy being yanked off, but that don't look like my Chinaman. He's got a mustache. I don't know what I'm missing. Back over here, and... Martin! Where is the captain? Ah, good call. Have you lost your mind? Get back inside. I want my husband. Where is he? He's below deck. Come here. So, I mean, based on this scene... I would assume that the person she's talking to is the guy with the hat. Wouldn't you think? So if we go down to the guy with the hat... Right, not this guy with the hat, this guy with the hat. So if I went to you... Martin Perot, third mate. Definitely. He did not die, so we're good. He's in a lot of memories. But yeah, you're right. Martin Perot, we got him now. Good call. They said he went missing here. You say, like, come back here, so that'd be the guy in shelter. That's him, 100%. Yeah, that's the guy that I always knew was going to be, like, second or third mate in the first place. But yeah, getting the Martin now, we're absolutely certain that that's... I wonder if this will count as, like, you got one, which would mean we'd only need one more to unlock. Or to, you know, prove that we'd proved something. He's in 4 memories, but I'm not looking for you. Well, let's go back to the book, because what I was trying to... You, sir. Show me the Justice at Sea sketch and which one you are. You're this guy. Alright. I don't know where you were in that scene. I mean, he's perfectly clear in this shot, and all the people that I went to, none of them looked like that. He's got the black collar thing. Just bear that in mind for my visual acuity. So if I back out of this, you're supposed to be somewhere present in this scene. If I go to the next scene, you're supposed to be present there as well. Disappeared in the Doom, but first memory was here. So he was downstairs. I'll bet anything he's the fucking cook. Well, if the cook is of the right nationality. Because he was down there, like, this is the first thing that happened. Right? I mean, this had very little to do with the Doom. This is where the Doom approached. Rumpon, how long do you think you're still going to be streaming? Do you want me to wrap it up? I want to solve, like, another one or two. I want to have one more victory, anyway. One small victory. Yeah, where is this guy in this scene? I want to know that before I... Just take me back to the ladies' deal. So, she's here. This guy is somewhere. The corpse was moved post-mortem. Can I see on the different decks, like where people were supposed to be? 10 others were present. Go to the guy down here. You. Nah. Preferably, because I really want to watch these streams in total, but I have work tomorrow. Well, today now. Okay. We'll try and wrap it up in a minute, because we've been going for 3.5 hours, yes? Alright, let's go try and find him in this scene again. I keep walking around, and I just haven't, like... Maybe I'm being foolish. Is it you? No, you're on the back. It's definitely not the dead guy. It's not the corpse, I don't believe. Just looking into the whiteness now to see if I'm missing something. It's not you. Definitely not you. It's definitely not you. Is there someone caught up in the fucking rigging that I haven't noticed or something? There's the wife. There's, the third mate. Oh, hey. There you are. There you are. The fact that he was missing was the important thing. I wasn't seeing him. So... You were climbing up there. Why would you be climbing up there, you fucking idiot? I guess this was shortly after. This was, like... No, this was the end of the attack, wasn't it? Why the fuck are you going up there? You fucking idiot? Yes, I am. Where the hell was he first, then? I need to track this guy's, movements if he decided to go up the rigging, or maybe he was climbing down from it. I think it's safe to say he's done deaded. Probably drowned by the giant beast. Drowned or crushed. We could definitely hazard a guess there. Let's get out of this memory now that I've found him. Let's find him in all the other memories, or at least as many as I need in order to know what the fuck is going on here. Let me out of the room. Remember when I was saying, oh, and he decided that he didn't want to have a big quantum leap door in every scene. He does have a quantum leap door in every scene. It's fine, it looks great. So the next scene that you're involved in is... yeah, no, none of that shit. So you were involved in her, and then going back, you were involved here as well, which is when he was being ripped apart. Was he the guy, like, hiding and holding the... not necessarily hiding, but he was kneeled and he was holding the thing? God, we keep going back to the same fucking scenes, but you know what? I'm pretty sure that's what this whole game is gonna be. So, let's do it. Go back to that scene again with the dude who got ripped apart and just confirm that the guy is the guy that I'm thinking the guy was, that he was the guy. So yeah, you, and then if he's the guy that I'm thinking he is it back here? Yes, it is. So you later decided... oh, are you on your way? Oh, hello. There's another dude up in the fucking rigging. Oh, that's you. I wonder if in this attack in particular, this thing, like, started to, you know, he started wrecking ship. I mean, look, he's got his arm, he's got one tentacle around the mast, and I wasn't paying attention to the mast because I keep paying attention to people. I wonder if it's in this attack that he, like, breaks the mast, and then people start rushing to the top to make sure that it doesn't, you know, keel haul the whole ship. Doesn't bring it down, and that's part of what you're doing. I think I have a good idea of who this guy is. Well, I mean, of, like, who he is in all of the scenes that we know him from. Nonetheless, let's get the fuck out of this one and keep following back and just track him in reverse order of where he was and what he was doing and where he came from originally. And if we want to track him by where he came from originally, then we'd skip straight to the death of the chef. Or, I mean, no, I keep assuming that he would be the chef because of where he was, but I only remember there being one other person down here in this scene, and they say that, that he was in it. So let's go see about the guy who got squeezed, like, literally the shit was squeezed out of him. I believe this is the right direction. I could be entirely wrong. And am. Okay, it was at the entire other end of the ship. I just walked to the wrong side. It's confusing. It's a big ship. Lollipop. The big... So it's back here and then up there. This is where the artist got squeezed. And there was only one other person really here that I recall. And there he is. That's not our guy. But they say that our guy was in this scene. So... where is he? Oh, he's taking a piss. That's him, taking a piss. You see that? I see that. Who have we got here? Hello? Now that's a different dude, but he's carrying plates, and they say that we could determine who he is too, so based on his job, we might be able to determine that he, you know, was carrying plates. And we know who you are, the third mate. Yeah. So he was carrying plates alongside the third mate. Interesting. There's my way out of the memory, but where's our fucking... oh. Who's asleep in this? Can you tell me based on the sock? Yeah, someone's sleeping in the hammock. Someone else is sleeping in the hammock. Oh, there you guys are. So there's two asleep in the hammock there. Jesus, this is a good scene. I really should have explored this. There he is. There he is. He's having drinks with, I actually know this guy. He's a friend of mine. Mike Anton. Sorry, Mike, but this view, kind of, right? Kind of. So he's standing there at the beginning. He's just sitting there having drinks at the beginning. Some people are asleep. So there's, yeah, let's look at how many are asleep and stuff, because all the action ends up happening, like, right up here. And you got 2 guys asleep right there above the cannons. I don't get identities by looking at their shoes or anything, apparently. But we can look at the map and determine who's supposed to be resting there, although I don't know that anyone's supposed to be resting there. It might just be like, you know, this is your job. Yeah, that's probably. Let's have a look at the map. So back to Q, and then pull me up the ship. And pull up the ship here, and then on the gun deck. If we can't, this is where I'm standing right now, and these were a number of the scenes of the deaths. So if I'm standing right here, and we got 2 people asleep there, yeah, it doesn't really say that anyone's supposed to be sleeping there. It's just where people sleep. Okay. Bossinier. I don't know what a bossinier is. Shit, do the hammocks have numbers? He has boobs. Who has What? I can make these boobs bounce. I used to be able to make those boobs bounce. Yeah, are they numbered? I did see something that looked like a tag on it, but I just assumed that was from Sears. If I just zoom in on his leg, you know, just right up there. Those little tags. Oh my god, 43, 44. There's a fucking message on this one. Oh, Jesus Christ. There's words on it. They're in Latin. Or just Spanish. And I can't really see them until I move the thing. Denum sepus. Yeah, that's the vicar, I guess. Wait, maybe here I can read the numbers. Or the words, rather. No. So we got 44, we got 43. Those 2 guys asleep. Over here we got 45. You guys are doing your thing. This is 41. No need to believe that this is necessarily like their spot. I mean, we could decide that. But, I think we'd be pushing. There's a lot of people asleep down here. 56. And, yeah, it was more legible in the last one. You, sir. X. X-Man. We've got an X-Man on board. I don't know what the X is for, but it's curious. We also don't actually know who those guys are. We can do a process of elimination thing and say, well, these guys are already up and walking around. That guy's, you know, over there going, what's the sound of... That's not usually what it sounds like when I shit. And then you've got my buddy Mike Anton. Mike Anton. And you've got this dude who I was trying to track before. What would his job be? I mean, he's... I don't know. I don't know. The fact that he's climbing the rigging at the end of his death suggests to me that he would be a top man, you know? He's probably a top man, but we've got like 4 or 5 Asian top men. So, odds of that narrowing down. I'm actually suddenly interested in you, because there you are, and you're carrying shit for other people. In fact, if I just zoom you and then hit tab, that's you. Samuel Galligan crushed by a cannon. Second mate's steward is what I guessed at. This is the guy who gets crushed by the cannon later? Crushed by a loose cannon. Not killed by a cannon armed by... So he's the guy who it falls on. I said he was a second mate's steward, but we're looking at the third mate there? Am I right on you? Wait a second. Who you standing next to? You're the third mate. So maybe he's the third mate's steward. Huh? Yeah, oh, shit, I went off of him. God damn it. Fucking... You. Right, you. Second mate's steward. Third mate's would be from England. But he had such a strong accent. Yeah. I don't know. Third mate steward, yes, do it. Well, I've done it. He had such a strong accent. The first mate steward, Paul Moss. I don't know what that steward necessarily means. I'm going to leave him as the third mate steward until we find something else. Are there any other jobs on the ship that are just like, you know, pissant? Because he's carrying, and he's got a very weak posture and everything, and he's carrying food. The bosun, the bosun's mate, the surgeon, surgeon's mate, carpenter, and carpenter's mate. We got a cook, we got a butcher, we got a gunner, we got a gunner's mate, a purser. We already tried him as the purser, though. We already tried him as a purser. Definitely not the helmsman. It's just passengers? Nope. An unknown steward. Really? I mean, it seems like this guy would be on the fucking manifest. You know? Ship steward from India. Captain steward, Sweden. It seems like he'd be a steward, wouldn't it? Out of all the options here? Let's just try all the fucking stewards. Unknown. I don't know if we've got enough things like lined up to actually get it to register, even if I did get somebody right, or how the game works in that. Crushed by losing. No. First mate, Paul Moss. I think I just tried that. We've definitely done second and third. Fourth mate. Fourth mate steward. Davy Jones. Davy Jones! It's Davy James. Sorry. I'm going to stick with the third mate steward, I guess, for now, because he is at least walking next to the third mate. He was definitely crushed by a loose cannon, though. God damn it. If I go back in here and close you down and take me to the, things. Back over here to the Doom. Just see where the fuck I stand on the Doom. We got Lars. We got that dude. This guy is impossible to get, so are these two, at least according to the game. Third mate steward crushed by a loose cannon. That's our guy, anyway. That is our boy. I'm gonna stop chasing the Asian man for a minute here. We'll come back to him, I guess. I kind of wanna... I'm curious what you're gonna do. If I go to your memories, and I bookmark your memories... Hopefully it will have switched all of the memories to just your memories. So this is where you were killed. And that's where we saw you otherwise. And that's where we are right there. So we're looking at the only other thing than him being crushed to death that we've got. And yet they say we've got a good chance of picking him out. So maybe we do. Maybe he is the third mate steward, and that's why he's walking next to the third mate, and why he's carrying shit. I don't understand. It doesn't really make sense for the fact that he's got such a strong accent. I still feel sort of better about the second mate steward on that head, because at least he's Irish, if I remember correctly. What else do I think I have? We've already done that. We've already done that. We know that Nathan Peters was drowned by a terrible beast. Well, we've got a damn good reason. We know that we've got Nathan Peters is the correct name for him anyway. As to the other people... Yeah, I don't have 3 things, so if I were right, it still wouldn't unlock anything for me, huh? It wouldn't. God, I feel better about him being the second mate steward. I know that he's standing next to the third mate, but, a lot of people stand next to a lot of people throughout the day. None of these guys, the other guy that I could try and lock in, was our, I'm just going to keep calling him a Chinaman, and you guys can be angry about it. This guy. Or this guy, actually, is also... I don't know who the fuck you are, but I haven't been looking at you. Alright, back to you. 3 memories. Bookmark the memories. And then we'll go chase down the rest of his memories, because this was the beginning of his memories. So with your memories bookmarked, we go back here. You were having a drink with the other dude. We saw you climbing the rigging on this scene. On this scene... You were coming up from upstairs while holding, like, a drink in your hand. Was that him? No, that was when he was climbing the rigging, wasn't it? I don't fucking know, but we've looked at it. And then we go back to this moment right here, and that's all of them. That's all of them. I don't know. I'd say that was an English accent, but okay. You want to hear his accent? Let's hear his accent again. The English accent. Hang on, bud. How do I clear the goddamn things? If I click on you, and then I remove the bookmarks, we want to go look at the death of Charlie Boy here. So, I just need to exit this scene. There we go. And then we'll go look at him being crushed and listen to it. Listen to the way that he speaks when he says, what did he say? He said, "Sir, loose cannon!" Where'd you die again? Am I at the wrong end of the ship? I think I'm at the wrong end of the ship. It's back over here. And this is you, right? Yeah, this is the one that crushed your head. Did Sir, loose cannon! Alright, I could get that for just English. I thought it was a lot stronger than it was when I first heard it. Loose! Loose! You know, that's really all you've got. I'll say in advance, don't remember clearly, but I wouldn't call it a strong Scottish accent. Sir, loose cannon! He was the second mate's steward. Wouldn't he have been typeset when you completed 3 earlier? Yeah, he would have, so I guess he can't be the second. I've got his death correct, so his identity, yeah. We've ruled out the second, you're right about that. Could just be Northern England. Yeah, I'll go with English, and I'll have him be the second. You know, game's trying to feed me information. He's hanging out with this guy. The third mate. So, and he was carrying food, so third mate steward. Now I decide, based after Noah says that, about he would have triggered as the second if we had him right in the first place. I'll say he's the third mate steward, and we're locked in on that. I'll also say we're locked in on Nathan, whatever his name is, Nathan Peters, drowned by a terrible beast. He goes down in that ship. We're not going to know anything more about him. That's locked in. We just need one more dude, and then we could get another 3. But I don't know that it's going to happen during this live stream because I have not fucking cared about this man at all. I haven't noticed his comings and goings. He's been in one memory, and they say I could identify him. Show me your memory. What memory are you in? Well, I could have just clicked on the thing. First memory, 88. You're in this scene. And you say from that scene, and maybe his position on the map or something. Where's that's her. No. You say I could identify him? You are full of shite, is what you are. Who is he in this map? It's him? He's holding the fucking wheel. He's the helmsman. Potentially the helmsman. Right? He's standing at the goddamn wheel during the Justice at Sea scene. Could just be the helmsman just by the fact he's just fucking the helmsman. So maybe, you know, anybody could be leaning on the wheel during people being killed, you know. Get the fuck out of here. So take me back to Q, the crew. Who's the helmsman? Finley Dalton from England. Okay. And there's just one helmsman, right? Okay, we'll try it. We'll try it. So, let's back to here, and then how the fuck do I find these people? Like, I'm still not very good at understanding how to navigate all this stuff. At the Doom, and then the end of the Doom. Yeah. Well, wait, can I just click there? No. At the end of the Doom, we got these guys. Who is this? What fate befell them? I don't know what fate befell him. It's got to be in that scene, though. This unknown soul will say the helmsman. Finley Dalton. An unknown fate. Alright, well, if the only memory that you're in is her, then we'll go find you in that scene and try and place you. So, back out. Back out. Where's the doorway out of this delusion I'm having? It's gotta be back here. Yeah, there it is. Excuse me, sir. Just mind the butt there. Hello, RMAJ! What the fuck? YouTube didn't tell me you were live. Well, we won't be for much longer. We've been here for the better part of 4 hours. I'm trying to not be here for all of those 4 hours, but god damn it, we're on. We're on the trail. We might have just located the helmsman. And then we just need his wife. We go to his wife's scene. See that? I swear, somebody's out there on a boat. I've been saying it from the beginning. Because he was leaning on the wheel back here in the painting. So he'd be the helmsman, but what was his fate? If we do lock this one in, it's potential the game will go, you got another 3! Congratulations! Go fuck yourself. That's probably what they would say. Yeah, this is the scene. Here's the second mate, or no, the third mate. Helmsman would be at the helm, generally speaking. You know, typically you'd want the helmsman at the helm. But that ain't him. That ain't him, is it? That's not you. You're the guy with the crazy hat. Yeah. You're not the guy. Are you the guy? That's the guy with his hand on the helm. So, what do you think his fate is? What do you figure? Crushed or drowned? I'm gonna say drowned. Torn to pieces. It's really just a bit of a guess, isn't it? That's not the helm, is it? Says Noah. Well, it's the... Oh, wait. You're right, this isn't the wheel. What the fuck is that? If that's what he had in his hand... Let's zoom in again and look at it. I don't know, that is what he's got his hands on there in that shot. Is it the helm? Where else is the, you know, by helm we mean big steering wheel? Thrown overboard. Yes, let's try him anyway as the helmsman. So, to the end here, you, sir, Finley Dalton, the helmsman, axed, burned, clawed, clubbed, crushed, decapitated, drowned, possibly drowned, eaten, electrocuted, expired, exploded, fell overboard. He didn't really fall. I wouldn't say he fell. I wouldn't say he fell exactly. Yes! Third's mate Stewart, we were right about that one. And Nathan Peters was drowned by a terrible beast. No, he just fell overboard. Damn it. Game. We did it! We got our next little, like, win. 9 out of 60 fates determined in the first live stream of Return of the Obra Dinn. In just 4 hours it took me. It's just 4 hours. I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, baby! Yeah! Come back out. Excellent. I feel very good. I'm just going to exit this illusion and go back to the real world, which is the Matrix. I think the game might be a bit flexible with its fell overboard or drowned by beasts, etc. Anyway, it's been fun. Good game. I will see you next time, Noah. Thank you for joining me. Thank you all for joining me playing this game. We're coming back to it, so if you want to play it yourself, you know, it'll be just spoilers. Spoilers will abound here. Yeah, that's definitely the helm. There ain't no big steering wheel anywhere else. God, what a that one feels so cheeky and cheaty and yet also good. We determined that he was the helmsman by the fact that in the drawing he had his hand leaning on the big steering wheel. Yes! Deduction! Ha! I'm very happy. Quit to the title. And then I just want to know before we quit, how long have we been in there? 3 hours and 20 minutes. I've got 9 fates solved. Suck on that! That's probably horrible. I'm doing a live stream at the same time. Don't hold me to reasonable standards. That was Return of the Obra Dinn. Highly recommended. This is my new Myst, my new Riven here. Very fun. Oh my god, I feel just like Peter Falk, you know.
Ma'am, just one more question before you go. How did you know that the giant tentacle beast had the keys to your apartment if he'd left 2 weeks before, and your sister...
You guys know, Columbo, because he's good. It's a good show. I am the Ronin Pawn. I have solved the fates of 9 individuals on the Obra Dinn, and it shall return to this channel, twitch.tv/RoninPawn, youtube.com/RoninPawn. You know, maybe not immediately, but if it were to return immediately, then it would happen this Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern, because that's when we usually do them. Wednesdays, Fridays, Sundays at 4 p.m. Eastern. Unless I'm feeling bad, in which case it'll happen 4:35 or something. if you want to know if I'm going to be there or not, then you got to join us at discord.roninpawn.com. And if you want to get into all the channels, then you have to support me at patreon.com. I am the Ronin Pawn. I'll see you this Wednesday. Pawn out.